Well,
They
here
were.
briefly.
And Keith's like, fuck you guys, I'm not playing.
Hang on a second.
There we go.
There is a little guy.
There you are.
Oh,
Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry about that.
so with the party all here, we can get started quickly and efficiently. Is there a brave soul out there that wants to attempt to do a recap of everything that happened to you poor folks last week?
I think I did it last week, so.
Not it.
I humbly request exemption just because I'm still getting myself situated.
Oh.
Nian hasn't done it yet.
I'm just.
I remind you all that I used to do this shit every single week, and I never complained once.
I usually like doing it. I'm still running around the house getting my shit together because I'm always working.
Yeah.
It's also
I'm
partially
working
because
on food.
the old gray matter is getting worse, and I'm sitting here like, I can remember how last week ended, but God help me if I try to remember anything else that happened last week. My brain is just going to shit.
If you want me to do it again, I will.
I can take a stab at it. I'm like making food, so kind of half-ass it. So, where did last game start? That's just, I need a refresher. Were we at the tower or no? We were going to the tower.
We were at the tower, and we were going to the.
I was just gonna go ahead and
We
do
went
it.
to look for.
Screw
Okay,
it.
so we went to look for the wolfsbane, and we were going to.
So last
went to the
week, the
past.
session started when you all were separated from the kids. Falcon the Raven offering to take them off towards the town, the Wizards of Wine Winery, to ensure that they were properly looked over. And you all took Kellen off to the tower in order to see if you could properly find a cure to cure him. Who was like, speaking to Ralph from Rated. I can't talk. I was speaking fine earlier. I'm having issues talking now. Not sure what the problem is. Upon getting there, Rudolph revealed that if the boy had already turned, and due to the complications of his age and so on and so forth, how long he'd been transformed, that it would be far more difficult than previous to actually remove his lycanthropy, and in order to do so, he would need Wolfsbane. Something that evidently Blinkshaw actually knew something about, and where potentially he could find it. And you all decided, all right, well, what's next on our agenda? What do we have to do? Where the consensus finally said, all right, we'll leave Kellen here. We'll go off into the mountains to see if we can't find Wolfsbane, which was uneventful, wasted a fair bit of time, but resulted in nothing, except for you all found what appeared to be a dead body of Blinkshaw. Ultra realistic compared to the previous bodies that you had encountered in the realm, which just seemed to disappear upon being handled into any real capacity, only to be revealed as not a body but a mere skeleton once it was started to be moved. From there, Blinkshaw decided to consult with an augury spell in order to see if he could find what he was looking for in the mountains, which it revealed no, he would not be able to. So you all decided to head down to the marsh in Berez. That was also a bit of a long trip, circling down, making all right progress. And as you arrived in the marsh itself, you realized this place was fairly off. You chose to ignore a flashing light set around a bunch of standing stones, which, Gurgle, you managed to spot out that there was a woman over there that was apparently causing the signals. But that was not information that was shared with the group. And you all decided it would be best to take a rest, tackle this fresh, and you all took a long rest inside of your hut. In the process of taking your long rest, I believe it was Blinkshaw who spotted out that scarecrows, strange straw-like figures, began to creep up past the hut and moving up into the mountains. Not a large number of them, but a small number of them. Leaving that to its chances, you all awoke and began to scour the town itself. As you began to do so, you all encountered in the middle of town what appeared to be a large hut set atop of a stump, a massive tree stump. And as you all approached it, avoiding scarecrow-like figures that were standing about, inanimate and not bothering anything, A hand reached out the door and beckoned you forward, Gurgle. And that seemed to be the end of the interest there, as everybody turned and made their way around, deciding it would be a better idea to leave this for another day, if ever. Blinkshaw, having the bright idea to go ahead and cast Locate Object to attempt to find what you all were looking for, immediately directed you all over towards a church. And making quick progress, you entered the church, found that it was mostly dilapidated, with the including a massive bell that had fallen down from the rafters. And as you lifted it up, you found what you were looking for: several plants that all appear to be healthy and capable wolfsbane. Harvesting what you could and what you needed, you immediately sought out to leave, as at this point, the bugs of the swamp were quickly setting upon you, almost like swarms, biting and draining your blood like mosquitoes, despite the fact that they appeared to just be flies. As you all left the swamps, leaving without their proper limits, you saw what appeared to be a phantom illusion as the mists swallowed you up, and massive armies began to do battle all around you. To my knowledge, I believe you cast Detect Magic, Phil Dennis, and saw that there was nothing magical about it. And at the end of this little display, you all saw as a massive phantom dragon flew over the battlefield, devastating them with its breath weapon before sailing off to Argynvost. That is where the session ended, and I'm surprised I remembered as much of it as I did. Sometimes you just gotta get started and you don't stop, but that's fine. So what are you guys doing this week?
We also suspected something weird about the, I think it was a mansion or a, maybe it was a church or something like that. But
the mansion.
We were wondering if that could be the castle amid the ruins and the place of supplication, and we made a kind of a note to come back here and check that out. To see if that's part of our prophecy situation.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was catching up with my notes right as you were going through them, so I'm just kind of like seeing what else I can add.
I also didn't mention the fact that apparently you all derived some knowledge about what may be causing Gurgle and Phildennis to not successfully sleep at night, with Gurgle having removed Curse Spell cast on him, though as of yet, there is no evidence whether or not that has actually worked or not.
Is
Yeah,
the mist
I remember it
still
was-
all around us? I'm sorry.
After this kind of display has poured itself out over a minute or so, it just kind of fades away, the fog relenting from the surrounding lands itself, and everything remains as it was before all of it appeared.
And the reason that we left without investigating the church and the mansion was because time is of the essence to run this back to Kellen, who's staying with Tavio. So we made the decision we were going to run to him and get the Wolfsbane ASAP, and not give him another day of getting worse. So that's what there's urgency in this moment. I think that we're like, oh, we can't stop and screw around.
Yeah.
Something else. I did tell people about the person with the lantern, though at the time you didn't say I knew it was a female. So I don't know if you meant to tell
Would
us
that have
that
made
part.
a difference?
No. I mean, the gender wouldn't have mattered, but I did tell them there was a figure there with the light. I just didn't know if you accidentally gave something away by saying it was a female.
If he did, he wouldn't let you know now.
It's a gender.
Yeah,
Like, it's a gender. It does not matter.
No, I know.
That would have made us stay
It
away
doesn't matter.
further because we were
Yeah.
fleeing the hag anyway.
yeah,
It's, like
it's not like.
I can understand if I was saying, you see a gigantic burly man flashing a lantern at you. He's like, you see an attractive woman. It's like, I can understand how that would be a difference, but it was literally just like, you see a man or a woman. It's hard to tell.
I'm just saying, Gurgle doesn't assume gender, okay?
Recognizes mammalian gender. If it's not goblin, then he probably doesn't. Like, yeah, you all look the same to me.
Probably.
Not
Boys
a
have penises and girls have vaginas. And I can't see them when you're wearing clothes, so it's hard to tell. So,
Not a tumor.
I think so. We're going to the tower first.
Yep, we're going
right,
This is
that's
right
the-
after the
that's the
spectral
main-
soldiers, right?
Wait, what?
This is right after we saw the spectral soldiers. Is that where
Yes.
we're picking up?
Yeah, that's where we ended.
Okay,
we're gonna go
and we
back
did mention
to-
that Argynvost himself his spirit was flying through and burning a swath through the fog that
Was
opens up to a
Argynvost the
dark
name
mansion.
of the dragon?
I assume because Argynvost Holt sounds like
Yeah.
Argynvost's home.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I remember I even asked the guy about that,
Oh, okay. I don't
and he
remember
said
that. But yeah.
Argybas was the dragon.
And were we clear that the fog that opens up to a dark mansion was Argynvost Holt itself?
No,
What was
there
the
is an
dark-
actual mansion there, right?
Yeah, I was asking Lake if
Or was the one in?
because the last thing you had said was Argynvost's spirit flies through the air and burns a swath through the fog that opens up to a dark mansion. Is that the mansion that was in Berez or the one that was
That
in
was up
Argynvost?
towards the hill in the distance. That was to Argynvostholt.
Okay, so did we recognize it or did it look like a different place?
It looked like Argynvostholt.
Okay,
You guys
so
have been there
that's-
before. You recognize the remains and the ruins of Argynvost.
Just wanted to make sure we had the right one. So yeah, Silver Dragon says go to Argynvost Holt.
After we cure Helen.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement though. We should backtrack but and I
Alright,
looked to Blink Sean Phil Dennis. From you guys are better with the map. From Berez to the tower, Argynvost Holt is on the way. It's on the road, I think.
Hey, Phil Dennis, you know the map, right?
Yes, I'm looking at the map right now,
You're really smart.
and it looks like it's a possibility. I don't have a map. I have a map drawn. I don't have a map I can see.
Well, like, look at it.
Oh God.
Well, I'll look at it if you want. Here, let me see it.
My memory served correct.
Let me just take a screenshot real quick and I'll save it.
Breaking the meta.
Our cartographer can't remember what the map looks like, but
If this was truly hardcore, Leo, I would make you actually draw out the map.
I'll do it. Let me
I've done that in a game before, and it was surprisingly fulfilling.
Let me just screenshot this one. I'll draw it.
we call that tracing. Filthy tracer.
Let's get going then.
So yes, to get to Argynvostholt, there are several paths that you could take to get back to the tower, the northern path and the western path. But as you look at the map and you take a moment to consider, you realize that you could essentially just attempt to scale the mountain or the large hill that leads you up to Argynvost, which would be time consuming and tiring for that matter. Or you could just follow the pass around and make the pass. But to do so would take up significantly more time, as it would take you just as long to get to Argynvostholt as it would to get back to the tower.
Let's go back to the tower then.
All right, you lead the way.
Yep, we'll go that way. Man, it's a long walk.
I just don't understand how it would take longer both. But I'm just gonna take the DM prerogative and say it's
think-
Barovian physics, but that's fine.
Well, one is like walking
it's
around
like
a winding path to
We
get
could
up. to
go
the-
up
Yeah.
the
So,
mountain,
as-
like
yeah, because
like
like I said, if you
this.
attempt to climb the hill, you could. It would probably be faster, but it would be pretty tiring, just kind of scaling a side of a mountain. But if you wanted to go around and follow the trail, then you would have to, go all the way around here.
I didn't realize that we'd have to go all the way around. Gotcha. Okay, so we can get to there. Come on, blowy up thing. So we can get to there, and then we have to climb up, one hex of mountain.
It would be
Yeah,
like it would be like climbing up about 300 feet.
Well, let's walk by and just see if it's on fire, and if not, we'll keep going to the tower
okay.
since it's on the way.
I know I've kind of played a little fast and loose with traveling times in this campaign to get a better feel of what I feel is appropriate. Because the valley itself it's too fucking small. Like, in theory, you could cross the entire thing in less than 3 hours, and that just annoys me to no end. Makes no sense. But yes, as you all circle down to the bottom of the hill, you can see that Argynvostholt appears largely as you've left it. Nothing appears to be different or changed, nor do you see any spirits of dragons flying around. It sits eerily quiet on the hill, surrounded by fog, as it always has.
Well, good news is that's on the way back to Berez, so hopefully it'll be there when we get back from the tower.
So the plan remains to head back to the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris isn't telling us what to do, so Balin's assuming command. You better get on this, Chris.
Maybe Blinkshaw should stay back here and guard this place for us.
It
No
takes
deal.
you the better part of 5.5 hours to finally make your way back to the tower proper. As you are making your way back to the tower, you can see that the exterior appears to be much the same as you left it. Nothing seems to have happened in the interium, at least from the outside.
And the wagon's still there?
The wagon does appear to be there, but go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Ah.
You kind of look the wagon over. You don't notice anything off about it.
I gesture to the door for Balin.
Yeah. Yep. Balin will walk up, and as I did before when we weren't sure what happened, I'm gonna, before I do the dance and stuff, I'm gonna look at the glyph, and I'm just kind of look at the lay of the land to see if anything's been tampered or kicked in or scratched or whatever.
Make a perception check.
All right. Can Archimedes help me?
No. He hasn't seen it before because he hasn't been able to get close enough to it.
Fair.
All right. But with that, looking it over cleanly, it doesn't seem like it's been adjusted or turned, nor that anybody has had any chance to tamper with it.
I'm back.
Okay. If he feels reassured, then he'll do the dance and open the door.
All right. You can do the dance and open the door. It opens just as it always has.
And he kind of cranes for everyone to follow him in, assuming I don't see anything on the first level, at least, that looks bad.
You can make another perception check if you like.
Okay. I just figured the first floor was so small that like I'd see it when I walked in, but
yeah, so you kind of take a step in, everything seems fine, and you start to gesture everybody in, much as you have before, and then you hear dripping.
no.
Someone has a leak.
It's
Kind of
not
crane my
me.
ears and investigate the source of said dripping.
All right.
Oh no.
As you circle around the bottom tower, it doesn't take you long to find the source. You can see as something is dripping down from the top floor. And it's just kind of splattering down next to the chains.
Is it?
Can I investigate it? Is it blood?
With how dark it is in the tower, it's hard to tell.
Can girl tell if it's
I will
blood?
taste it.
This is it. Even with dark vision, it's only in black and white. So
Because I don't
hard
have
to
it
tell.
outside. Like, as a
I'm
rule,
just
I basically
tasting
flips his glasses.
So you give it a taste, gurgle. It is blood.
I hop on the elevator. 4th floor.
All right, Gurgle hops on the elevator. Is anybody going to jump on and
Balin's gonna
hurry
obviously
to
jump
follow him?
on and say, elevator, 1st floor, and then say, we can't. We have to go up with everybody.
It won't hold all of us, I don't think.
You know this elevator is not that big. I mean, if you want to maybe tie yourself on with your climbing equipment, you know how that works, right?
I can stay down here for at least the last trip. I'm not that great in close quarters, especially in here.
I'm gonna shout up
But we gotta hurry.
Kellen's name.
I bet Kellen's probably up there eating Rictavio.
All right, 2 at a time. Gurgle, you have decent armor, and I theoretically can shield myself until everyone else gets up, which is going to take about 15 minutes. So we should probably bring 1 healer. So 1 person and a healer.
All right.
Who can
I'm a
remove
little bit
curse
heavy.
rate?
I will say, just for the sake of being the infinite benevolent person I have,
I was like-
you remember immediately, magic doesn't work in the tower.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Oh, all right then. Shit. All right, here we go. Unless you guys want to take the spot, we're going up.
So the 2 physical fighters who can do everything they can without worrying about magic step onto the platform and start to move their way up the tower. It is a long procession, and as you're moving up, you can see that the dripping blood is not just dripping slowly. It appears to have run down one of the chains and is kind of coating it, which makes for a kind of an odd progression, as sometimes the chain slips and the platform shifts to one side before it corrects itself in the pulling.
Balin kind of whispers, all right, obviously, if it's Kellen, we're going to try and put him down without killing him. And if it's not Kellen, we'll probably be dead.
Well, It's not dark out, so Kellen's probably not a wolf right now.
I don't know. He got a lot more bit than you did.
All right. As the minute comes to an end and your heads kind of level up over the top, Balin, you see it fractions of a moment before Blinkshaw. Every time Blinkshaw Gurgle sees it, as you can see there are two figures in this room. The first is clearly Esmeralda, and she is sitting on the bed, her hands over her head, kind of in a pose of I'm attempting to deal with this right now. And you can see that Rictavio lays on the floor, kind of half hunched up against the wall, his eyes clearly open. There is no light in them, and you can see that his throat has been ripped out.
I aim my crossbow at Esmeralda.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and draw. And is it dark up here or is it light?
There is light up here.
Okay, I will look at her and try and determine if she looks undeady or not.
Make a perception check. Looking her over, you can see that her neck is clearly exposed. You don't see any bite marks on it. And as she's just she doesn't even appear to be paying much attention to you at the moment.
Is Kellen in the room? Just looking around.
No sign of Kellen.
No bite marks, no pale, nothing.
Looking around, both of you can make me a perception check. Gurgle sees crap. Bailey doesn't see much more. You do notice that there are what appear to be the signs of a fight, like a fight has occurred here, but you don't notice scraping along the floor. Like it doesn't seem like a wolf of some kind has come tearing ass around the room.
Okay, and we'll get into talking to the crying gypsy in a minute, but one last perception check. I don't suppose the hag pin's laying anywhere, like on his person or on the ground, that I can see from here?
I will say because with the perception check you've already made, no, you do not see any sign of his hag pen.
Okay, yeah, hand on blade. Who was it?
I'm assuming you're actually actioning this to Esmeralda?
Yes.
She takes a long, deep breath. Her hands kind of finally slide down from her face. Who do
Platform
you think
down.
it was?
Actually,
does she have any blood on her
there's a few
face?
different culprits.
Looking at her, she seems to be, despite the fact that she seems to be fairly distraught and not altogether there, she doesn't appear to have any blood on her. It doesn't seem like she's been in a fight any very recently.
Not sure if you heard it, but Balin sends the platform down because I'm pretty sure they're going to want to get up here.
So you step off, and the platform begins to ching, 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 clanker its way down.
Yeah, but
where is she standing in relation to Rictavio?
So I can move you guys over to the room here. Give me a second. Just so we can get a visual representation of everything that's going on right now.
Sure.
Did I archive the tower? Because I never thought I'd have to show you guys it again. Hold on, give me a second. You guys have spent a lot of time going back to this tower.
It's safe.
Luckily Strahd can't do magic on us. Well, we thought.
Safe-ish.
Yes, this place is 100% totally safe. Nothing bad can happen here. All right. So Rictavio, yes.
Not to
because
people
you
that
should
can hear.
always trust what the GM says out of character. Right. So Rictavio is currently slumped up against this window. Your allies are outside the tower, so I'm just gonna move them here because they're still coming up, and I'm not gonna move my.
Oh look, Tasha just out a window.
Haha.
And Esmeralda is right. She is, as I said, she is sitting. That's not what I meant to do. That's right. Yes, she is sitting on the bed.
Yeah, Gurgle is going to try to inspect Rudolph for wounds, particularly on his neck, and trying to determine if it was an animal mauling or, something a little more cunning.
All right, go ahead and make a medicine check. But I'll tell you, before you even make the check, you do not see any bite marks on his neck because he no longer has a neck.
Right.
All right. You can see, as you kind of do a moment to kind of loosen the leather armor that he wears and kind of pull the sides of his cuffed shirt down, you can see that he has been what looks like either stabbed or punched in the chest with a shocking amount of force, almost like he's been hit with a warhammer several times.
I know someone who has that move.
Yeah. There's his chest. Is there a hole in it, or it's just been beaten?
It does not appear to actually have a hole in it.
Okay.
But as you look around, you can see that the amount of damage that's been done. Either Octavio was a far more sturdy old man than you expected, or someone took their sweet time doing this.
Is there any how much blood is around here, and are there any footprints through the blood?
It has completely pulled around him. You can see that it's running towards the center of the tower, as there is apparently a slight divot to run it down, but you do not see any footprints in the blood.
All right, and just look at Esmeralda.
Yeah, as we see the hole punched in, I kind of like, oh, that explains it.
So, you want to tell us what happened?
I came here this morning, and this is what I found. I don't know what happened.
How long were we gone on our little hunt a day?
Well, you went up into the mountains. That was several hours. And then you went down towards Perez, which was another several hours. And you also camped for the night. So you were gone for... Yeah, you were gone for at least... you've been gone for at least,
Would I be up to the top yet?
Yes, you can all start making your way up to the top. I'll say you've been gone at least 15 hours, if not longer.
Okay, so I mean, probably, I was thinking a day, so that makes sense. I'm going to insight the last thing she said.
I want to make a medicine check to see how long he's been dead.
Okay. Everybody at the top, bottom, you're making an insight check to see how long. Alright, with your insight check, she's... While she is definitely selling what she can, you are picking up on the fact that she doesn't seem to be as distraught as she could be about the whole thing. Like, it's for an individual who was just feigning, or at least crying or upset. Dude, there doesn't actually seem to be a whole lot of being upset in that.
Okay.
What do you think, Tasha?
And with your medicine check, you would suspect that he has been dead for about... You would suspect that he's been dead for about 8 hours.
About 8 hours.
All right. I have two questions for you, Esmeralda. One, are you a vampire? And don't lie.
I'm not a vampire. And she will make a very obvious show of showing her neck to you once more.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm going to insight that again.
Yeah, still going to insight that. 15.
We can't trust her. Last time we saw her, she was hanging out with Strahd. Technically.
You said it with a certainty, but you still have you have suspicions.
All right, and
to Gurgle.
Number 2.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have one more question. Do you know anything about the ritual?
You see, she kind of cocks her head for a second. Ritual?
Yeah, the ritual that allows me to make donuts.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about a donut ritual.
Alright, that's good.
During that conversation, instead of asking Gurgle, I was just going to do it myself. But while he's talking to her, I'm going to go rife through what's left of him to see if I can find the hag's pen.
And the doll.
Alright, make an investigation check.
The doll, the doll and the hag's pen come together.
Can I make an insight check to see if she's charmed?
You could make an insight check for that, sure.
Okay. Insight.
Blinkshaw should be laying guiding hands on everybody right now.
You're not sure if it's the fact that she's just trying very hard to hide the fact how upset she is, but she's kind of a harder read for you.
Okay.
Hey, Balin. A stumbling first step reigns heavily. The person you were before shakes beliefs widely held.
A part of me really wants to enforce what Thieves' Cant actually is, but you guys just go all the way into making shit up.
I love it.
Also,
If you read what Thieves' Cant is, it actually says in the book that Thieves' Cant as a language isn't just speaking in a code. it's subtle gestures, and it takes 10 times as long to convey what you mean in Thieves' as it does normally.
I think it's 3 times, isn't it?
It's 10 times. I will double check that.
4 times. I was right.
So we were both wrong. We'll just agree to disagree.
There we go.
Oh yeah, but I was closest. I was closest to the pin without going over.
But I'm the GM.
That was coming.
If you want, I can keep making up more stuff. We can just keep going.
But no, I
The
was gonna
flow
say,
of quizzes likes to have a shower in the morning.
it's a fair
The funny thing
observation.
about this
So
is that,
we should only communicate like very short statements with things about as long as we have been, because I don't want us to talk in nonsense for that much longer. It'll make everything horrible.
But the funny thing is that you can also just be doing this as speaking normal conversation as you slip in things, and in theory you could just be talking to Esmeralda and still be conveying information, because these cans is kind of interesting like that.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much mentioning to Balin, asking his opinion on how should we follow up on the ritual that Rudolph was doing for us.
That'll
Yes,
depend on the outcome of my investigation.
As you search through him, you did not find any source of the pin, but you do find what appears to be a letter that has been tucked into one of his interior coat pockets and has been sealed with a very familiar seal.
It's gonna be a dinner party to get into it.
It's Strahd, isn't it?
The symbol is one you have seen of Strahd before, yes.
And it's just a cut and paste of the letter in Balin's pocket.
No, but you haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, dope. Just you asked that question, Balin doesn't even turn around. He just kind of looks at it, fights off the momentary dread, and says, "I have a feeling you're not going to get any donuts anytime soon."
Oh man, I really, really wanted some donuts.
Where's
Can I see him holding the letter?
I don't know if he's attempting to do it stealthily. I don't think he is, though.
Well, I kept my back turned because I kind of am. I just don't trust Esmeralda, but I can't relent to one and not the other. So I can sleight of hand or stealth it if you want.
Where's our wolf?
Gurgle just kind of like sidesteps and like glances to see if he sees it, but then looks back at Esmeralda and is kind of ignores it for the time being.
See, if I have to roll to be stealthy, and he would hide it from
That
Esmeralda.
would be a sleight of
party.
hand if you're trying to hide it.
Gurgle can I step in front of him to assist? Like try to blocking her movement or blocking her vision?
Unless you were watching him trying to do this, then you wouldn't have any reason to assist him with it. Also, he's already rolled.
Okay, fair enough.
If Esmeralda sees it, she doesn't say anything about it.
Okay. Is anyone else up here yet?
Everyone is up there, including Blinkshaw, but Blinkshaw's not here, so Token's not coming out.
Where's Wolfchild? Or his name?
Did you see a little boy
What?
anywhere around?
Is there supposed to be a little boy here?
Little boy turned into a werewolf. We were trying to cure him.
Haven't seen anything like. I don't see any sign of him either. And she kind of offers a half glance around.
All right.
While planting the petunias and tranquility, it's the interdependent and the relatedness of motivation. And yeah, Balin, do you have any holy water?
Balin doesn't even respond. He's just shaking his head as he leaves the body and starts and opens up Rictavio's chest. The chest of stuff, not the
not the chest.
Not dripping blood.
I had
I've
enough
seen what's in here
context clues.
before. I'm trying to see what Strahd may or may not have taken.
Sorry, you are doing what?
I'm opening up the chest where he keeps all of his cool shit, and I've I've seen inside his like the chest before, and I want to see what Strahd may or may not have taken. What other weapons of ours does he now have?
Looking into the chest, you can see that inside there is what appears to be a ridiculous amount of rations. Like there's just been months of it tucked away in here for a rainy day. There's also what appears to be a head At first, you think it might be waxed, but you very quickly realize that it has just been very
No, I've seen
carefully
it.
embalmed with oils. Yes, it is indeed real.
Vistani head. Right? Or is it a different? Is it another severed head?
No, it appears to be the Vistani head you saw the last time in here.
I was like, if it's another head, I'm going to be really upset.
Other than that, you see that there are kind of odds and ends. You see that there's a wooden holy symbol in here, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of interest in here.
Okay, so he had scrolls
Actually,
in
hold
there.
on, because I did say he moved all the stuff from his wagon in here, so let me grab to see what all might have been in his wagon, because that's in a different page.
Yeah, he also had scrolls, potions, and other crap that we were eventually going to loot from him anyway. At least I was.
I think I would too.
If you won't, Gurgle will.
In here, there is also a small coffer with that is already unlocked and kind of half ajar and unlatched. Inside of which you see there is 50 electrum pieces, all of which bearing Strahd's profile, and 6 gemstones, each of them worth about 100 gold each. There is a small prayer book with a green leather cover and indecipherable notes in the margins. What appears to be a healer's kit. 3 wooden holy symbols inlaid with silver and in the shape of a sunburst, with 50 gold pieces each. A silvered short sword. A hand crossbow inlaid with a mother of pearl, worth 250 gold pieces.
Whoa! Dibs.
Oh, dibs.
No, I'm proficient. You're not. Now you get it.
Yeah, I
actually.
am.
That makes more sense. It makes more sense for you.
What are you guys calling dibs on? Over here.
Nothing. Let the GM talk.
There's nothing there.
Good luck trying to pull a hand crossbow out and hiding it. A worn leather case with gold buckles worth 100 gold pieces, containing 3 sharpened wooden stakes, a sack of garlic, a jar of salt, a box of holy wafers, 6 vials of holy water, a polished steel mirror, and a bone scroll tube with a silver stopper and chain.
I can't keep up with any of that, so I may have to ask you to post that to chat at some point.
Well, I'm reading it, so that would be difficult. Most of it is just kind of nonsense. So if you
I was
got
going
the
court reporter speed, but didn't
Yeah.
last.
So the highlights of that were 3 sharpened wooden stakes, 6 vials of holy water, and a bone scroll tube.
Some garlic.
I mean, is the holy water like labeled?
Looking at it, you can see that it's kind of been set in such a way that would seem to imply that it's not just water. It's in vials, and each of them has been stoppered very carefully.
I'll pick one up.
Okay.
I want to take one as well.
So, Esmeralda, you want to tell us what happened with Strahd? Last
She
time
already
we
said
saw
she
you,
doesn't know. Oh, right.
well, she doesn't know what happened to Octavio, but I mean, last time we saw you, Strahd was, like fang deep in you.
Well, I did my best to run away, and once I managed to get just a little bit of distance away from you all, I did my best to turn invisible and hide.
So you actually escaped him?
It seems I'm so lucky.
How'd you manage that?
With the insight check? Is she being deceitful in any way?
You do not buy that story.
I didn't even roll. I wasn't buying it whether it was true or not.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the cork on the bottle. Are you lying to me?
Why would I be lying to you?
Because if Strahd got you, and you're working for him now, just kind of trying to figure out where your loyalties lie right now. It's not you personally. It's just what Strahd may have done to you. You know what I mean? Can you imagine things from my perspective here?
Yes, I can imagine things from your perspective. You expect that maybe I've turned on you, maybe that I'm working for the enemy, and as we're all sitting here, she kicks you in the chest.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, man. All right.
I want to try to grapple her.
Oh, well, she's kicking in the chest, and she's
Okay,
going to get this attack roll off, and then we're going to be rolling initiative.
Yep.
Yeah, I never got my ready to action because I was.
All right. So
no.
that's only a 10 to hit, so I don't think that
Nope.
actually hits your armor class. I love
No, it
how apparently
doesn't.
you guys have never fought a vampire spawn, so that was still open rolls. But that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Okay. So, yes, we are rolling initiative at this point. She basically leaps herself up off the bed after attempting to get Gurgle in the chest. And in that instant is also going to be drawing her weapons and readying herself for combat.
Crap.
Alrighty. But the first to get the jump here is actually Balin.
I was going to ready this action, but I didn't because I didn't say it in time.
You were messing with Rictavio?
Yeah. So
I would have called question if you were doing it too. It's like, I'm readying an action while I'm still searching Rictavio. I'm like, really?
No, I was expecting this to happen. So
I'll also remind you guys that
chuck a dagger right in her face, but I was like,
I've also remind you guys that readying an action is clearly hostile because you're showing that we're readying ourselves to attack you.
But it works out thematically anyway because I'm going first.
Yeah.
But the minute she kicks him in the chest, I'm going to grab a wooden stake and throw it at her, at her chest.
Right. Well, this is an improvised weapon, and it's a lot harder to throw a wooden stake than it is to throw a dagger.
For really?
So
I
you would be
the same thing.
You would be using a strength check. This would be like throwing a javelin almost. It's a lot smaller. It's like throwing a stubby. Snakes are not made.
We're not playing
throw.
Masquerade.
It's like it's like
what
if
about
you're just trying
holy water.
a vial of holy water. That would be just a straight dexterity check.
Okay, let's just do that instead, since
because that too is an improvised weapon.
Where is the chest compared, or where?
The chest is at the foot of her bed.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm right there.
Oh, really? Oh, then we were actually all over here. Well, kind of over here, yeah.
So yeah,
I thought
you
it
were
was
over
this
here
thing.
and
My
there.
bad.
Right. And keep in mind, this is a ranged attack, so be doing it from there will be disadvantage.
Okay, in that case, can I hit her and take a step back and then throw it? That's my offhand, as my bonus action?
You have it in your hands, and I would say that would be something you could do, yes.
Okay. I will... I'll start by hitting her. Oh wait, no, that would be a bad idea, because then I can't disengage. I will disengage and then throw it.
Alright.
Get to a spot that's... I'll throw it from here, call it that. So I just click the dexterity button?
Yes, this is just a straight dexterity check. That'll hit.
Nice.
2d6 damage, please. Alright, as
Do
it
I get sneak
splashes... No.
It's a dex weapon.
It is not. It is an improvised weapon. You're not actually.
I know.
All right. So as it splashes over her, you can see as it begins to sizzle and burn, and where her skin is exposed, you can see her veins inside begin to blacken over. And
Save the rest for him.
Yeah. Her jaw kind of distends, her face sinkens, and you can see fangs kind of appear. As we said before, kind of pulling a Buffy when she does that. Clearly hostile and clearly angry.
Take the rest of my movement, which isn't going to get far, but since Blink Shell's not, are we not controlling Blink Shell this week?
Blinkshaw is, I'm just gonna say Blinkshaw didn't come up. He's watching the door because he's not here. And as I've said,
You don't play characters that
I don't play characters not here because if they die, then it's on me.
I'm going to move to where I am, so if she moves after me, she may have to provoke at least.
So you circle around the room. Okay. On Esmeralda's turn, she immediately draws forth her own weapons, and she is going to make several attack rolls against the nearest person, which in this case turns out to be Toshra. She's going to roll a 24, a 26, and an 18.
Those all hit.
You take 29 points of damage. 20 piercing damage and 9 slashing damage as she draws out a rapier, a hand axe, and just begins to be what is essentially a dance of death. You all seen her fight vampires. She is remarkably efficient at it, and apparently she is just as efficient fighting people. Gurgle.
When she got hit with the holy water, did it look like it did 10 damage, or did it look like she was
It was radiant damage. You could see that it literally started to sizzle and burn her like sunlight.
But it does look like she took double damage, like if she's the
she does not appear to be vulnerable to it.
That's what I was looking for. That's the word.
But it does appear to have some negative effects on her.
Yeah, gotcha.
I will also throw the holy water vial at her that I'm holding.
Dex check. That will also hit. 2d6. Or 9 points of damage. Alrighty then.
And my second attack will then be with the crossbow. And that's sneak attack because she's next to Tashra. The 13.
Oh, that'll miss horribly.
Yep, I figured. All right.
She appears to be very nimble.
And I will then move over here.
Alrighty,
Oh wait,
she's over there.
oh shit, that's Tasha's health. Actually, I'll stay there.
All right, Tashra.
Okay, first I'm gonna scream bitch, and then I'm gonna grab a wooden stake, and I want to try to stab her with it.
All right,
Because I'm
so this will
standing
be
right
a
there.
straight strength check.
Actually, is that an action or a bonus action?
That'll be an action. That's an
Okay.
attack.
An attack. First, I'm gonna do my bonus action as a healing word on myself at 2nd level.
You can't do that in here. Don't waste the spell slot.
Oh,
Don't waste the
yeah.
spell slot.
Oh yeah, you can.
You guys are in the tower. There is no magic here.
Okay.
Still, Dennis is sitting in the corner like motherfucker.
I know.
All right, I'm just gonna stab her then.
All right, take your
strength?
attack with talent.
I told you. I hate this tower.
Well, with the wooden stake.
Oh, you're gonna make your attack with a mistake. Okay, roll a straight strength check. That
Oh
is
my
not
God.
going to hit in the slightest. She's going to stab out, and she parries it away with her rapier.
Do I have anything to do as a bonus action?
I don't believe so.
I don't
no.
think so. Can't disengage. I'm gonna growl at her. That'll be my turn.
I let her know she's a bitch as a bonus action. Phil Dennis.
I was rolling terribly yesterday, and apparently it's still on me. I still got a curse. So.
Is Rictavio's weapon still next to him or near his body?
His cane appears to be. Actually, if you want to find that, you would have to make a perception check. 'Cause you see, like, looking at him, you don't see his cane.
Alright, I will look. Shit.
You
Makes
don't see his
sense.
cane.
Fuck. I'll sit behind his desk and take the dodge action.
All right, so you kind of move behind the stove and
Yes.
to hide. Typically, perception would be an action, but since the situation was that, I'll say fine. You can take your dodge action. I'm not gonna screw you on that one.
Okay.
Because you have so little you can do anyways.
Either way would
Balin.
What time of day is it, by the way?
It
It's
is
daytime, right?
Is it
it
daytime
took
or
you
nighttime?
5 hours to get back, and you rested, so it is daytime. Yes.
All right.
Trying to find...
Forgot about that. I don't know if this is an int check or what, but I literally just gone to the page of the shit Rictavio told us vampires don't like, and I'm going to try and use all of them right now. So, sunlight's a thing. Direct sunlight's a thing. Therefore,
The windows of this building, they're not shuttered or closed. The light is pouring in. He doesn't seem to be
It
bothered
is.
by it by the slightest.
Remember, we faced Strahd in the quote unquote while it was daytime.
but she's also not, but she's not, yeah. Oh, there is no sunlight in this godforsaken
That's-
country.
yeah.
There is no sun in Barovia.
Where's the sun in this godforsaken country? Okay. In that case, what else do I know about them?
Balin's pulling out a little book and is flipping the pages like shit.
Stick to the heart. Stick to the heart. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter unless they're in the resting place.
Running water's not a fucking bathtub in here.
I don't think he talked about running water. Thank you. Putting that in the book.
Rictavio has mentioned running water before.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I think he did.
Rictavio's Will and Testament. Okay. I'm just gonna have to get in there and give her some more meat to hit because Tasha's looking hurt. But this also might mean I'll die. But we'll see. 2. Actually, yeah, I'm probably gonna run away after I hit her, Tasha. Sorry. 3. So that's there. And then give her the old
1, 2.
The old whack. I've never had to decide this before, but I'm gonna go with the silvered short sword first. That's
Oh
not
my
gonna work.
gosh.
So you basically as you're running across the trap door, it just kind of sinks a little bit with no reason. You have trip, but you're still standing up. You don't fall.
Yep. And there's the Balin roll. And off balance and ashamed, unwilling to use my bonus action to not do damage, I will attempt to stab her with a goddamn dagger again. Or stab her with a dagger.
Okay.
Let me find my dagger, but
Yes.
so the sneak attack applies at least.
Yes, you will hit her. So you just kind of stab out with your dagger because I'm assuming you're not actually throwing it. You're just attempting to stab her with it.
Yeah.
And you will stab into her what appears to be almost stone hard like skin. as it seems to resist your dagger, and you find it hard to find purchase.
Ooh.
But she takes a little.
She does take half,
Okay.
0.5.
and that's Balin's turn.
Holy water next. Holy water next.
All right. Coming around to her turn, seeing that you do that, and Tasha had a rough time, she turns to you and just says, "You are always annoying." And she is going to attack you, Balin.
Damn right she is.
She's going to get a natural 1 on her first roll.
Goddamn right.
Her second
natural
roll
20.
is going to hit you. Her third roll is going to hit you. The first roll will do 6 piercing damage as she stabs you with her rapier.
I'll take it.
And then the hand axe will hit you for 5 slashing damage.
Rats. So that's... If I have the 5, I can only have the 5. So it's 29 and then 2, right?
So, total of 8 damage.
Yeah. So I was at 35. Now I'm at 27. Gotcha.
I was like, I didn't think you were that weak. All right, Gurgle, comes back around to you.
I will. Yes, I will. Oh, the chest is over there. I guess I'll
Can I
move over
shout
here.
something, or do I have to wait till my turn to talk?
You can shout things out as a free action.
I want to shout, break the window.
So you can jump through it.
Why, you plan on leaving?
I glare.
I think I know what she means, but do what she says. Phil Dennis.
Yeah,
There's
Phil
nothing
Dennis,
else you
break the
can do
window.
right now except break windows.
It's Gurgle's turn.
I know.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at her,
Okay.
trying to aim.
You
for
could
her
have slipped
chest.
around Balin, but he is in the way a little bit, so there's a little bit of cover there. Moving to the
over
window, you can move to there, and that does
Yeah.
not prohibit you at all.
Okay.
That will hit her.
Oh, I'm actually rolling the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Well, the hit, right, but the damage is a D8. It's I was on the short bow. I'm actually using the crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
so
the
it's
silver
13
bolts-
damage.
The other one is the silver crossbow bolts.
They would be silver, yeah, because I was
I'm just
expecting
curious
us to
if
face a werewolf.
I'm curious if
Alright.
that does anything or not.
All right.
Uh,
The silver crossbow bolt slams into her skin, and you see that it seems to resist it just as well as everything else.
I would also like to make a trip attack against her.
Okay.
That's
She got a natural 20, so
all right. It's
so
plus
she's not
another
falling
6
prone,
damage.
but she'll take an additional. She'll take some extra damage. Okay.
And I'll take another shot at her attack, which will not be sneak attack.
Do you have the crossbow expert feat?
No, I do not. Does that mean I can only take one attack?
The crossbow has the loading feature, which means you can only take one attack around with it.
Well,
That is one
in
of the
that
downsides
case,
to crossbows.
I will. Then I'll drop the crossbow and switch to my short bow, and fire that instead. Does the 23 still hit?
I'm trying to think of the mechanics of pulling out a weapon, switching to the weapon, shooting the weapon again, because you've been attacking with a bunch of stuff over the past 2 rounds. Because you've basically been you've been John Wooing this shit. We're like, I'm gonna attack with this weapon, then this weapon, then this weapon.
Well, first I had the crossbow in my hand that I was aiming at her, and then I picked up the vial of holy water, and then I just threw that at her, and then I picked up my crossbow. Well, and then I aimed the crossbow at her.
Just attack the window.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, because you threw whatever. I don't care. Go ahead and that will hit her. She'll take some more damage.
Yeah. And the damage is a D6. So plus 4, that's 10.
Okay. Tasha.
I don't know if this will be more than one action or not. Can I grab her and throw her out the window that's behind her? Or is that a window?
The windows are at the cardinal directions.
Oh, okay. Can I grab her and throw her out this window then?
So you could attempt to grab her, And
Yeah.
grabbing her would be your action. That would be an athletics check. And then you could attempt to shove her out the window as another action.
Another action. So I'd have to wait till my next turn.
Yeah. It would take, if you had multiple attacks, you could attempt that, but
I don't have multiple attacks.
no.
Even
have
grappling her
it would
limits
take you
some of
over
her
2 turns.
options.
Can I grapple her and walk her? Use my movement
You
to
could
walk
drag
over to the window?
her half your movement.
Okay, I want to
manage
drag
to
her to this window. So, but I have to make an athletics check.
Yes, you have to make an athletics check to attempt to grab her.
Okay.
She's fairly acrobatic, but she rolled a 13, and so you managed to grapple her.
Okay, and I'm gonna walk her over to the window. So I guess I'll stand here, and she'll probably be right here.
So you're going to try and shove her up against the window. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Phil Dennis.
And now I have questions. Since Tasha has grappled her, can I push her out the window? Not Tasha, but...
I would never screw you on that kind of mess up anyways, but if you wanted to, it would be an athletics check.
Okay. Now...
She rolled even worse than last time. Jesus Christ, Esmeralda, do you want to go flying out the window?
Fuck it. Fuck it. I had another thought, but I was like, fuck it. I'll just do it. Athletics. Big money. It's like a trip attack.
You just have to roll high enough.
What?
All right, you shove her out the
my
window.
Nice.
Gnome cannonball!
And she rolls a 17 on her dexterity check, so as you flip her around the window, she is now hanging on. Both of her weapons just kind of clatter behind her and fall to the ground below.
Ooh.
That's too funny. And that'd be the end of my turn.
Alrighty,
That's how awkward we
Balin.
Just in case.
This little pity went to market. This little pity went home. This little pity killed Rudolph. And this little pity have a nice trip down, bitch. And I'm going to attempt to, whether I break her hands or chop them off, I'm going to get her to let go and hope she can't fly.
Okay.
That's too
I'm going to look really stupid after my this little pity story. Tell me how to do this. Can I just,
So you're just
cut at her hands to get her to let go? Can I athletics to
So
shove
if
her?
you wanted
What's
to
the-
actually make sure that she was falling, you'd have to shove her.
Okay.
You couldn't cut her hands off?
I will tell
In
you
my
now,
head,
if
it
you don't
seems
have
like a knife on your knuckles would make you let go or at least get a check to. But if
But at the same time,
being
we're
sure
playing
is one
D&D,
thing, yeah.
so if you could just do a tripping attack whenever you wanted to, then what would be the point of a trip attack?
Yeah, fair point. That is an attack action.
So
That's
you could absolutely attempt to. It would be an attack roll at disadvantage, and the DC would be the amount of damage you do,
Wait, why am I at a disadvantage?
because it's a called shot.
For
Basically.
the athletics roll?
No, for
Just
No,
stab
for
her.
an attack roll.
the chopping
Oh,
up.
If you were
yeah.
to attempt to stab her and do it, it would be a disadvantage, and the DC would be the damage that you do.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just going to do the athletics
Athletics check
thing.
to,
And,
stab her, to push her off. Okay.
yeah.
Well, she got a 22 on her acrobatic check, so you go to shove her, and she just kind of swings back and forth to the side. You're finding it hard to grab her, but in
Well, she
that
made the
instance,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so she does not fall. But in that
Okay.
instance, she gives you a smile and says, "This little pitty wants to go for a ride." And she tries to grab you.
Wait, I didn't get to finish my turn.
What was the end of your turn?
I was trying to ask if I take the shove is a attack action, so I should get a bonus. I should be able to bonus attack with my offhand weapon, right?
So we've rolled this before. Since you're using the shove, it is not actually an attack action. Hold on, let me double check this because I've had this
I
question.
think you can do that because
Yeah.
I don't like shield master.
I always thought grapple was an attack action. It specifically says that.
But it says in two-weapon fighting, when you take the attack action, when attack with the light melee weapon, you have to actually make an attack with the weapon to get the two-weapon fighting.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, that's fine. She wants to pull me with her. That's fine.
Well, it's still your
Don't you
turn
have
if
a
you want to
bonus
disengage
action?
and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, GTFO.
Yeah, that I could probably do. But I wanted to do something cooler than that.
I did jump the gun there. I was excited to try and pull you out the window as well.
I'm afraid she's gonna take Tasha with her too. But I want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. 1, 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna back away, I guess. Well, I mean, she has ground to cover. Just we're gonna let her get back on the windowsill now. But
And you disengaged as a bonus action?
yeah,
All right. She does not get an attack roll against you. All right. On her turn,
I should've put
there's
blood
not
on
really
that
a whole lot for her to do that. So you see that
oh wait,
she...
can I say one more thing?
Wow.
As I pass by the chest, I grab another vial of holy water.
Okay. All right. In this instance, you see that she is in the middle of attempting to climb herself back up into the window. She seems to be fairly sturdy, it is, but she's not making a lot of progress in climbing up. Gurgle.
All right. I would like to. Can I grab 2 of the vials of holy water out of the chest?
I think there
And
were
then
only
just-
3 to begin with.
Let's say there were 6.
Six.
Oh, there were 6.
We've
Okay,
used
never
2
mind.
and you grabbed. We've used 2. I grabbed another one, and you grabbed 1. So there should only be 2.
Yeah. If I grab them, can I just pour them on her hands?
Ooh.
It would still be a check to do so.
Like, is it what kind of check? Is it athletics
It
or
would
is it
still
an
be
attack roll?
It would still be a dexterity check. It's a straight dexterity check.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run up and I'll just pour the holy water on her.
All right. When you get to the window, she tries to grab you.
Oh no.
She was making a play of falling, and
Yeah.
she is instead just going to attempt to grab you when you get within range. So this is going to be your choice of athletics or acrobatics to attempt to avoid that.
She can do that when it's not on her turn?
She readied the action.
It's her ready action.
Oh, that's right.
All right. She only rolled a 12, so you do manage to avoid her
Nice.
reaching up and attempting to snatch you out of the air.
So she's hanging. Do I have advantage on my attacks against her?
No.
Even though she's hanging off the side of a building,
No.
trying to climb in? Alright. 22 for the first one.
So are you going to actually go up to the window and do it, or are you going to throw it at her?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm like pouring it on. I'm just like walking in and like
You're
pouring.
standing here.
Yeah, I'm like
You're trying to
I'm
pour it
pouring it
on
on
her.
her hands.
All right. So well, both of those will hit.
It's 2d6 each.
Yes.
If you roll big on damage, your hands will just melt. Be pretty cool.
All right. That is a decent chunk of damage to her.
Nice.
She is still holding on strong though.
God damn it.
And then I will do a disengage as my bonus action. Step back here, and then I will draw my whip.
Okay. We come around to Tasha.
Oh, he has a whip?
I have the last holy water. I'm gonna. Am
Oh,
I far enough away to? No, you have one. I have one. Remember, I picked one up
Yeah,
at the beginning.
that's what I'm saying. So we each. There
Oh,
are no
that's
more
right.
blocks. I was saying.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Am I far enough away to throw without disadvantage, or do I need to back up?
You're far enough away to throw without disadvantage, but you're also just throwing at her hand, so she has 3/4 cover.
I can't throw it at her. Like I can't see out enough to throw
She's
it at her
hanging
face.
out the window.
Okay.
Like, she's literally hanging from the windowsill with just her fingertips. So what are
Okay,
you throwing
well-
at?
I guess I'm gonna step up to the window and look out and kind of pour it on her face.
Alright.
I just want to pour it all over her face.
All right. So that's a dex check for you.
Okay.
All right. So you attempt to pour it over her face. She's kind of prepared for the fact that this has been done so often. And
Yeah.
as you do so, she kind of swings over to the side, and you can see that her feet are stuck to the side of the building.
Ah!
Okay. So I completely
Just like
miss.
Lionel
Is
was on, except-
the vial empty?
Yes, the vial just expended, and it does not unfortunately hit her at all.
Can I smash her with it? Can I
Well,
make
your
a
action
dex
was
check
to attempt
smash her
to
with it?
was to pour it on
Oh,
her.
that's right. Yeah. Okay. Then I guess if I step
I
back,
love
I'll get
trying
attacked.
ingenuity. I really do, but it's also a limit of there are only so many things you can do in a turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Tasha wants to be really mad and just like smash her in the face with the vial. If I step back, I'll get an
just throw
opportunity
it at
attack.
her, and it'll just kind of like rough across her, and she'll kind of duck her head. It won't hit, but you can absolutely do it for flavor if you'd like.
Oh,
Um,
I think she took her reaction already this round.
she did her held action.
Your
Is that a reaction?
A readied action uses your reaction.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah.
we're still
Okay.
going by initiative order.
Okay.
So it's Dennis's turn, and no, she can't opportunity attack you
Okay.
if you move away.
All right. I'm gonna move back then.
Okay. You slip back.
I learned that in my last night's game.
All for Phil Dennis.
Alright, I feel like I have an obligation. I come up to the window and I get my staff and I like wedge it between her and the wall, and I try to pry her off.
Make an athletics check.
See if it works. I don't think I get
You should
advantage,
have
but
been doing
it's
damage
great.
this whole time.
It's amazing.
I'll tell you now, you attempt to do it, she smacks your staff away without an issue.
Damn. I still have the staff in my hand though, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I walk away because that worked.
I could have been mean, I could have said, make a strength saving throw, but no.
Yank.
I'm not gonna be cruel. We'll come back around to Balin.
Right there. It was a thought.
Yep, it was a good one. Alright, so we're at the top of the round too. I gotta remember that. Harry. Tashford did use. Well, we can always get more holy water. And can I throw that as a bonus action if I take a swing with my main hand, or no? Because it's not typically a light weapon.
So the thing is, it's using an improvised weapon, and there are certain issues that come with using an improvised weapon, and and that's something I should have kept the page open with the two of them fighting, because I knew this was going to come up more.
Like a stake made sense. With a vial, throwing a vial off in your offhand seems like a roguey thing to do. That's why I'm like, that seems like something I should be able to do. That's why I'm asking.
I don't care. Sure.
All right, so I'll take a main hand attack first. So I'm gonna roll with disadvantage, and the damage and the DC is the damage I do. Right?
You're
So
doing what? And you're attempting you're
I'm
trying
to swing with my main hand.
stab
and
her
then
hand.
throw the vial
Okay.
with my offhand.
Yeah. So it's an attack roll with disadvantage. That's still gonna hit.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 3 damage because you do not have sneak attack. And I will tell you now, there is no way she can possibly fail that saving throw.
For what?
So the DC for her to let go on that would be 3.
Oh, it was 3. Okay. And then I'll bash her
Yes.
with the holy water.
So you need him to smash her with the holy water, which is a dex check,
Dex.
which will hit her in 2d6.
Roll 2d6.
For 6 more points of damage.
So I got her for 3 piercing and then 6
She's
radiant.
definitely not liking that. You can see that the parts of her skin are bubbling and boiling, and you can see that the veins underneath her are kind of becoming even more pronounced, like they're burning her from within.
And she doesn't let go even on the holy water, right?
She does not let go.
Blinkshaw, start blessing water. I back away. And
I'm in the tower.
I say the loo. I'm in the loo.
Actually, no, I don't back away because I use my bonus
Can I
action.
control
Actually, yeah,
Blinkshaw?
she's angry.
Or is that not something I can do? Can I
Do
control
what?
Blinkshaw's character to do stuff? Or would you not allow that?
We don't
Did
want
Blinkshaw give out permission for people to do that? I can't remember.
to. I don't know. Plus, it's like if he dies, it's on you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that responsibility.
Because currently Blinkshaw is down in the bottom of the tower, so even if he was to do something, it would take him a minute to get involved.
Well, that's not what I wanted him to do.
You want him to go outside and start hucking radiant bolts at her?
Well, what I wanted him to do was go outside and throw a rock at the building so that the lightning goes off around the building.
Alright, well, I'll say this. I will put Blinkshaw on the initiative order, since
Okay.
everybody wants Blinkshaw to be a part of this encounter right now.
I feel like we need him.
I need a hero.
I think we almost have this
You're
one under
doing
control.
alright.
So,
I mean, she's bloodied at this
We're
point.
doing alright, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take a step back, and I don't know if that does provoke her. She can provoke when she's hanging.
She still
but
hasn't got her turn back, so she doesn't have a reaction.
I didn't
Okay,
say
then I will
strong,
definitely
so-
do that.
It'll come back around to her turn, and she is having a real tough time of it. Alright, she lifts her head back up through the tower, kind of peering in through the room, and as she looks throughout, she looks at you, Balin, and says, I hope when Strahd tears out your throat, it's just as painful for you as it was for him. And I would like for you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I also have a question. Is she technically moving into that space?
She's lifting her head up. Alright.
Right.
If it did
So I
anything,
have-
Balin, you have no idea.
I have
I mean,
reach on
If
my
it's magical, I'm assuming
whip.
it didn't work, but it might not be.
You could already hit her. She's not moving into and out of your range.
Okay.
All right. As she does that, you see both of her hands let go, and she disappears from sight on the underside of the tower.
Is
can't
she
get us
leaving my
invisibility.
threatened range?
You could attempt to attack her, but since she had 3/4 cover, moving it, so you'll be making an attack with 3/4 cover.
I'll take it.
Because all you have to attack is her hands.
I'll go for it. But what about her face that snuck up? No, I'll take
still
an attack
3/4
with
cover.
disadvantage. Yeah, I'll take it.
That's a miss.
So I guess that's a miss. Yeah.
Her armor class was 21.
Oh wow.
Whip it good.
Well, 3/4 cover is 21. Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. So she
Then it's my
disappears to
turn?
the bottom side of the tower, and yep, that is her turn.
If I look out the window, do I see her?
As you kind of lean out and look down towards the very bottom of the tower, you can see that she is 30 feet down the tower, walking down the side as if it was solid ground.
I will now fire at her with my bow.
So you're going to be dropping your whip.
Yeah, I'll just set,
Actually,
I'll set it
so
down
when
on
you
the
pulled
bed.
your whip out, you dropped your bow. So you're going to drop your whip, pull your bow back up. Again,
Well, I don't have to
there- there's a
So it's a one-handed weapon. In order, I can't fire. I need two hands to fire my bow, but I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
But I
You're
just have to
dropping
hold it
your
in
whip
one
and
hand.
taking your sharp bow back. Okay.
Yeah.
See, when you don't tell me what you're doing with this, it becomes a guessing
Oh.
game.
Well, I'm sorry. I assume like I can hold two weapons in one in each hand.
Well, you
And then
can,
I
but it's
can
just
only-
when you're playing Circle of Weapons, you have to tell me how you're doing it so
Right.
I understand. I can't
Okay,
just
yeah.
make any assumption.
So it makes
Some
thematic
players
sense.
some people just do it assuming that they can switch between their weapons freely because they don't understand that it's not a free action.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I was drawing. Yeah, so I just I dropped my whip on the bed, and I draw an arrow, and then I lean out the window and fire at her.
Okay. Since you're kind of leaning out the window, this will be it's kind of a difficult shot because you're at an odd angle and you're kind of leaning out the endo and kind of leaning over the lip to look down because you see the tower is
there
the
enough
top of
room
the
to
tower is
stand on it?
wider. There
Is
is.
Like, can I stand on the windowsill and just fire down at her?
You could attempt to do that, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. Pew.
All right, make your attack roll. All right, All right, an arrow finds its way into her.
I will make that a trip attack as well.
All right.
DC 15. Oh, and a D8 of damage.
All right. Since you can see that she's clearly adhered to the side of the tower through some natural means, she can't fall. It's like spider climb. She is literally stuck to the side of the tower.
Oh, it doesn't still like knock her feet out from under her?
No.
Oh, it's an additional 2 points of damage. And then I'll just I guess I'll just take my second shot at. I will add Fury of the Small to that, which adds another 6 points of damage. So that's 16 damage total. And
If she's touching the outside of the tower, how come the lightning's not
Ooh.
going off?
That's a good question.
Magic.
oh yeah, I also got a crit on my second attack.
Okay.
Um,
Dealing
so
some more damage to her.
that's- that should be. That's not adding my dex. It should be. That's another +4. That's 15 damage.
It added your deck.
That attack.
1d6 plus 4.
No, it. Oh no, it's. Oh, I'm only seeing 6 + 5.
1d6 plus
For the
4.
crit?
That's the 6 damage. You rolled a 2 on your first roll.
Wait, no. Hold on. The first attack that I rolled was an 8. Was 8 damage. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Is it including? Never mind.
Only the
You're right,
damage
I
dice
apologize.
doubled, so
Gotcha. Right. Right. So.
Actually, that's a good question.
2.
Why is your crit 2d6?
It is a crit, right? 2d6.
You roll double the damage, yes, but you're rolling
Oh.
an extra 2d6 there. It should only be 1d6, unless you have something that gives it that I don't know about.
No, I think I might have typed it in wrong. So the d6 roll, let's see, 1d6 plus 4.
Yeah.
So it was a 2 plus 4, so it'd be 4, so it'd be 8. I mean, yeah, it'd be 8 damage total.
All right,
Whoops.
so it's 6 plus 3 for 9, and it's halved, so she takes 4 points of damage. Okay. Alrighty, so you hit her. Anything else?
Yes. Nope. That's my last attack.
Ready?
Get away from the window.
Tasha.
Oh yeah, I'll move out of the way so if anybody else wants to look out the window.
All right, I'm gonna do my signature move. I want to hop out the window and land on her.
Goomba stomp.
Oh, we just lost Tasha.
Alrighty then, you are going to hop out
Hopefully
the
she'll
window
break my fall.
and land on her.
She's 30
Yeah,
feet away.
I am. Let me retrieve my weight. I am 235 pounds plus.
Yes.
I'm
So
carrying
this is going to be an
117
attack roll. I'm going to give you advantage on the attack roll because she definitely didn't see this coming.
Goomba stomp.
And unlike an arrow, there's not a lot of force behind an arrow to dislodge her. Things that supernaturally adhere you to things probably wouldn't be able to stand 3 times the normal weight. So go ahead and make your attack roll with advantage, and let's see what happens here.
Just a regular D20.
Well, it's a strength attack roll for you.
Oh, it's a strength attack roll. How do I do that? Attack roll plus strength
Just roll
modifier?
Talon. It's the same as Talon.
Roll
minus
Talon.
1.
Okay. Talon -1. Okay, so just subtract 1 from this.
All right.
14.
So you have advantage. You roll 17,
17.
and that is barely enough to hit.
Oh, thank God.
So you're not gonna roll damage on this. So basically, you jump out the window, and it's like a full bore, like linebacker shoulder tackle as you slam into her, dislodging her from the side of the tower, 50 feet off the ground. Both of you fall.
Oh.
Did she break my
Both of
fall at all?
Well,
'Cause I
no,
landed on her?
because you're falling face first. So both of you are going to take 20 points of damage as you both land with a snap on the ground. She is
I'm
definitely
out.
hurting from that.
But I'm
and
not
you
dead.
are unconscious. Okay. So Tasha falls out the window as well.
Shit.
But that was pretty epic, you have
Yeah,
to
it
admit.
was.
Oh, that was
No,
awesome.
I gave you advantage because that was very inspired. I'm going to give you inspiration too because you did that without a goddamn care of what might happen to Tasha afterwards.
I mean,
Is,
Even though Blink Shell's not
is-
necessarily here, but that's something we'd be like, go outside and save Tasha.
Alrighty.
yeah, I feel like that's what Bridget would do.
is
That was
Esmeralda
Tasha's
prone too?
Esmeralda
Tasha
is
fall on
prone
her?
as well.
Am I on
yes.
top of her?
You were on top of her, but you can see she is not unconscious.
Right, but it still would be a lot to get me off of her because I weigh
Yes,
like
okay,
300
so you
pounds
were
with
still on top
all I'm
of her.
carrying.
Alright,
Yeah.
you're still on top of her.
Unconscious Tasha just laying on top of her.
Alrighty. Phil Dennis, it is your turn.
Shit. Alright,
Oh,
fuck
God.
it. I'm gonna also jump out the window.
What? No!
I want to do a leap, like go as far as I can, because I want to try to break that 10-foot barrier.
Okay. Do so. Make me an
Alright.
athletics check to jump out the tower.
Oh no!
So bad. We're all gonna die by jumping out the window.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh my
So
god.
you go to jump out the tower, your foot slips, and you plummet directly to the bottom of the tower.
I try
Fortunately,
casting. Yes.
you do not land on top of Esmeralda, as I will say now, you do not move beyond 10 feet of the tower.
Did you try to?
I want to try
Except
casting
for
it
that
anyway of
Right.
Fireball.
So you're feverishly throwing your magic out, trying to cast it, but nothing is coming out.
Ow, that hurt.
You are going to take
Oh no.
35
Oh my
points of
God.
bludgeoning
Oh,
damage as
Jesus,
you hit
why
the
would
ground.
you do that?
That's exactly what I need to be unconscious.
Alright, so Dennis crashes into the ground directly next to Tasha and Esmeralda.
Someone push me!
You're lucky you didn't land on her, because that would have killed Tasha.
Oh, yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you guys
Well,
gotta stop
but-
using goblin
Hold on, I
tactics.
don't know how much health Tasha would have had. That may
I have a total of 41. That's my
okay, that
maximum.
wouldn't have killed her, but that would have made things
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
worse for Tasha.
Right.
Okay, Blinkshaw's turn. You guys are gonna Jaeger Blinkshaw. What is he gonna do?
He's gonna run
He's
outside.
gonna resurrect some, both, one or both, or heal.
He's
in this
probably gonna
case.
drag them.
Door
Well,
and attempt to open it. And the second that he opens the door and sees there are 2 unconscious party members there, one of them laying on top of Esmeralda, he just says, "What the hell is going? Sorry, no. What the helm is going on?"
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
assume
sorry
you would
that
have
he couldn't
the
be here for that.
the presence of mind to get out of the range of the tower and then cast Healing Word because he can't like exactly
You
drag
guys
me.
are still within range of the tower.
I know. Oh wait.
Yeah, he would have to drag you guys
So
out.
he
Of range.
could drag one of you out of range of the tower and attempt to
could
heal
drag
you. That is something
Philinus.
he could absolutely do.
Probably. Yeah.
All right.
He's probably going to drag Philinus out of the range of the tower and heal him.
So he will go to here. He will attempt to grab Sylvanus, and he'll manage to get to. All right. So he started here. He can get to here. He has 10 feet of movement left. So he will crawl over Phildennis. He can get to here. He has no more movement to move Phildennis.
Oh, there I am. On the floor dead. Dying.
Does he drag them both inside the tower?
So
Not
Blingshot
inside.
only has 25 feet of movement. He doesn't have enough movement to get beyond the range of the tower.
Oh, but I mean, like, can he drag their bodies inside the tower?
No, it's
Like
getting them away
drag-
from the tower was the plan, so they could actually.
Getting them
able to
away.
cast spells.
Okay, that's fair.
So, yeah,
Okay.
so he gets outside of the tower, and he has his action and his bonus action, but he has no more movement, so he can't move anywhere.
Can he make a medicine check to try to stabilize Phildennis?
He can absolutely do that.
Okay.
He will absolutely attempt to do that. He will attempt to stabilize Phildennis. Phildennis, you are stabilized. You do not have to make any death saves. All right. He doesn't have a bonus action. Actually, as a bonus action, he will go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon, but he will cast it outside the range of the tower because he knows that he can do that.
You can do that? Shit, when did I think of that?
Oh, really?
Well, he's outside of the range of the tower because he moved outside the range.
Oh, if you're outside of okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
and he will cast it so that
Things
it
like
too is outside the
outside
range
of
of
10
the
feet.
tower.
I think like you can cast it
No.
outside and then have it the effect.
So-
go in. I don't know.
I could have swore that you guys could see this. Apparently, I made this for my own. I actually do have a marker that shows where the range of the tower is.
Oh.
We didn't see it now.
I don't think I've ever
Oh.
shown you guys that, but I'll show it to you now just so you have an understanding of why what he's doing. Yeah, he is going to cast Shield, and his shield will appear right here next to him, outside the range of the tower, so it works.
By
All
By
right,
the way,
that'll
I
be
need to
Blue
tell
Shell's
you
turn.
what Toshra's spiritual weapon looks like so you can make an icon for it for whenever I use it.
Alright. I will do that. Balin.
Afterwards, later.
It better be a broken window.
A shard of glass.
All right. So I go to the window, drawing my short bow as I do. And what do I see? So, A, is Esmeralda still on the ground? Is she still prone?
So looking down to the bottom of the tower, you can see there is a Phildonis that appears to be unconscious on the ground, a Blinkshaw that is tending to him, a floating shield, and you can see Esmeralda almost completely covered by Toshra.
So he didn't get them both off.
I've just turned her into a pancake. A vampire pancake.
Yeah, but now we can't do anything to her.
I know.
So she is prone with 3/4 cover.
If you should hold your action and follow me down the rope when I put it up.
I was actually going to do you one better. I was going to unsling a rope and get that process
Go ahead.
started for you.
Okay. Do you have a grappling hook? Because that would probably be easier.
I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay. I have that too, but it's with a grappling hook attached to it.
All right, I will ready my action, or I will help Gurgle, or whatever it takes to goblin/rogue spelunk down the side with him, since he has a grappling
Alright, so
hook.
basically-
But I also have rope to lend to this, because the tower is 80 feet high, right?
Right.
Yes.
But like
Alright,
a
so we-
like a 30-foot drop isn't as bad as an 80-foot drop.
I
still
would
15
know.
bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Well,
Alright,
yeah.
so
Then
you
we'll tie it to the end of my rope.
So basically, you're going to use your action to tie your rope to the end of his rope and
Yeah.
secure it so that it will.
Yes.
Okay, you can do that. All right. On Esmeralda's turn, she slides out from underneath Toshra to
She
here.
doesn't need to make a
She does not.
strength check?
You are unconscious, and she is actually fairly strong as a vampire.
Okay, alright.
She slides out from underneath, and as she stands
I
up,
do weigh,
gives
like
a
almost
look.
400 pounds.
well, yes, she has a strength score of 16. She can manage.
Okay.
As she steps out from underneath, she gives a look up, kind of grits her teeth, casts a spell, and turns invisible.
Great.
Within the range, she can do that.
Wait, does she cast a spell within range though of the?
She has stepped outside of the range of the tower.
Ah.
She has basically stepped directly underneath the shield. Alrighty.
I calculated it. Tasha, with everything she's carrying, weighs 407 pounds.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if it would make you feel better, I will absolutely make an athletics check to see. if
You don't
can
have to. You don't have to. I just wanted to know. I just made
And I will
made
tell
the.
you, she rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
she shoves you to the side with a reckless abandon, stands herself up proudly, takes a step outside of the range of the tower, and disappears. Gurgle,
Alright,
it is your turn.
We can all agree this is Chris's fault. As a fifth person every round, he was one dead vampire.
I'll hook my grappling hook on the edge of the window, throw the rope down, and shimmy down.
You can absolutely shimmy down, and you can get down 15 feet, half your movement, because you are kind of climbing down the rope.
Yeah.
All right, you are doing that. Toshra, it is a death saving throw for you.
Quick question: would it be an athletics check to move faster? Can I try to move faster than my speed? Or is it just
This is just how fast you move, because you have a movement.
Okay.
You are limited to how fast you can move.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
if you wanted
that's
to dash, you could potentially dash as well. If you were brave, you could attempt to just let go and try and grab on farther down.
Yeah, I'll do
That
that.
could have disastrous results, though.
I don't want a third one.
Is that an athletics check, or would that be a dexterity?
That would be a strength saving throw.
Strength throw? Nope. I'll just move 15.
All right.
But I'll do a dash action though, so I'll
All
move
right, so
30.
you slide down 30. Okay. Toshra, death save for you.
Okay. Here we go. That's
That
a
is
failure.
a failure. On Blinkshaw's turn, Fiddledennis is stabilized. He saw that Esmeralda just turned invisible, but he is worried about the things at hand. He is going to grab you, move you out to here, and he is going to cast a healing word on you.
Does he have to make a strength check?
If you bring it up, sure, we'll have him make a strength check.
I'm sorry. I feel like.
He got a 14. That's plenty enough.
Okay.
All right, and he will use a healing word at his highest level because that's what he has.
I think Phil Dennis would need to make that strength check. Just saying.
You weigh as much as his feet,
You get back 12 points of
or like
healing.
half his beard.
Half of his beard. I get how many? 12?
12, yes.
Okay, and my death saves, do they stay or they go?
They
There
disappear.
you go.
Okay.
You are now a healthy Tasha.
Slightly healthy, Joshua.
And his thing is still there. He will use his shield to attempt to bash blindly in the air at Esmeralda and hits nothing. Balin.
Like, Balin seems all ready and gung-ho to run down this, and he's totally disheartened when she turns invisible. Because there's no one in this group that can do anything about it. He does some quick math to realize there's no way he can get on the ground and anywhere near where she was to cast Color Spray, and just gives up entirely. Kind of steadies the rope for Gurgle as best he can, and he turns around and just loots the chest. I'm just gonna... Everyone's taken care of. I'm gonna stay up here and collect all the artifacts and all the cool stuff, and I'm gonna go over this room with a fine-tooth comb and make sure we have all the vampire killing stuff we can get, because we just pissed another one off. That's 3 now. So Balin's move, dedicated action, is case this room for magic cool powers that are gonna help us later.
Okay. You've mostly looted the chest. As you look around, you see that there's still a lot of stuff here. There's what appears to be a suit of armor, a stove with wood, but other than that, you don't see much in the room. And Rictavio's weapons, we'll call it a perception check to turn this room upside down and see if there's anything you missed. You do see that
advantage because of
Rictavio's
how
cane...
tedious I am?
No. You see that Rictavio's cane is kind of poked, stuffed up underneath him, like he fell on top of it.
Ah.
Yeah, it's... I don't want that imagery, but yeah, I'm gonna grab that because it turns into a sword.
Okay. You can grab his sword cane.
I'm gonna wiggle it out. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
He's not impaled on it. It's like he's laying on it.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
you wouldn't have described it that way if you didn't want us to at least subconsciously think he said that they rammed a cane up us. So we're just gonna
No,
role play as...
it's not at all.
Well,
Yeah, dramatic
Moving on.
storytelling.
I pick it up, and for some reason, there's a loud suction popping sound when I get it.
Oh, gross. Okay, I think that's a little too far for me.
Definitely not for the other reason, because Blake said that wasn't the
Oh.
case. But that's what
That's a
happened.
shitty move.
That made me a
All
little
right.
uncomfortable. I have to admit.
So
What is going on up
at this
there?
point, I'm going to suspend initiative because as you all are tending to things downstairs, looking around, there is no sign of Esmeralda anymore.
Blinkshaw, cast locate object on one of my arrows that's in her.
It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a good one, actually.
At least know which way she's going.
He
maybe.
will yell back, "It doesn't work that way!"
Ah! Use your
I
cards!
I want to try to cast Dispel Magic on where she was.
All right, so you're going to cast it where she was?
Within
Yeah.
30 feet of it, yeah.
Within 30 feet, yeah.
All right, you cast your Dispel Magic. Nothing is revealed.
Okay. That takes away.
It seems she has very much just fled the scene.
All right, I'm going to heal myself then with Cure Wounds.
right.
I'm going to stop shimming down and start climbing back up the rope and back into the room, just in case lightning happens.
Okay. All right. Blinkshot will move over and drag Phil Dennis outside as well, and he will give him his last 3rd level. He will not use because he knows that would be stupid to do that. He'll use a 2nd level spell.
He was
cast
gonna.
I already accounted for that. You've already been decursed.
Woohoo!
All right, and he will give you 18 points of healing back with Cure Wounds.
Just stay on the floor.
Finally, he casts a good heal, and he's not here to see it.
He only rolled a 4.
Exactly.
I help Phil Dennis up off the ground and I pat him on the shoulder and say, "See, isn't it freeing?"
I will collect the crossbow, reload it. I'll collect my whip. I'll put everything away, and I'll also go take the hand crossbow.
I could swear the Balin was already taking that, but sure. You can discuss it. That's for you guys to discuss amongst
I stayed
yourself.
up here specifically so that I was in control of all the loot. You went out the window and went down there,
He's
so
like,
I'm
no,
collecting
Yeah,
everything.
that's what I'm saying.
And I will
Well,
decide
you
who
said
gets it.
He did say that he literally spent his last turn gathering all the stuff up.
No,
So.
I know. That's fine. I'm looking through this stuff. If he wants to interact with me, I'm looking for the crossbow, the hand
If Gurgle
crossbow.
tries to use the rope to get back up, I cut it.
What?
Do you really?
No, you can have the hand crossbow. You're a ranged fighter. It's fine. I do want a hand crossbow someday, but you definitely should get that one.
If you want to use it, you can. Well, I just assume you're always in melee.
No, it's fine. You can have it. I'll find a cheaper one that's less cool. But if we need money, we're gonna sell it.
That's fair.
All right. So the party is alive. Everything seems to be fine, and there does not appear to be anything immediately assaulting you on the outside of the tower. Things have gotten quiet, but things are kind of weigh heavily because, unfortunately, Rudolph is dead. There does not appear to be any sign of the effigy that he was creating, and evidently, Kellen is nowhere to be found.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was a loss on a lot of fronts.
Blinkshot. Can you cast Locate Object on my spoon?
Oh.
I could try.
Yeah. Kellen
Is that a
has
3rd
it.
level spell?
But do it out there.
All right. He will use this last 2nd level spell slot to cast Locate Object on your spoon. That is something he can do because that is a very specific item. And when he does so, with accordance of the Locate Object spell, he does know it is not within 1,000 feet of you.
Hmm.
I'm double checking the spell. 30 feet. So yes, unfortunately, it does not locate the object because it is not within 1,000 feet of you.
Okay.
What is in the scroll tube? Anything?
Opening up the scroll tube, you can see there are 3 scrolls inside.
Ooh, all right.
Is that
First of all,
magic?
is the scroll tube itself worth anything?
You estimate the scroll tube itself, since it's made of bone and it's stoppered with silver, it would probably be worth around 25 gold pieces.
Okay, just gonna put that down to have it, and then ready for the scrolls.
I feel like I should start casting my tiny hut.
I feel like you should.
Can I not tell what they are?
You can attempt to make an Arcana check to see what they are.
Oh, so they must be more important than
Well, I'll wait a little longer.
Or there's something you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
All right. I turned away from the page thinking you guys would have looked sooner, but now you're getting back to it. Now I have to go back to find the page again. It's fine. All right. So looking at the first one, you do know what it is. I will tell you what it is as soon as I find it in the book.
Wish.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
I wish.
No. The first one is a spell scroll of protection from fiends.
That's weird. Okay.
I don't think vampires are fiends.
Do I have to roll it 3 times for each one, or just one at a time?
You have to roll one for each one. The second, you don't have any idea what it is.
We'll learn that.
The third is a
Ritual
spell
time.
scroll of Raise Dead.
Hi-oh!
That's
All right, that's a good one.
Why are you so happy, Balin?
Because I assume a lot of us are going to die before this is out.
What? What is that? What? So you're happy we're gonna die? Is that what the scroll says?
Yeah, because now if you annoy me, I can kill you, and then someone can bring you back. At least once.
Wait, what do you mean?
I just mean I love you so much.
Don't use necromancy on me.
Technically, it is a necromancy spell.
It
Do
is, yeah.
I know that with my arcana?
Well, yeah,
check?
if you kill me and then you make me undead, that's necromancy. God, teaching the wizard how to use
yes.
necromancy.
Raise Dead, you would know from your rudimentary studies, Raise Dead is considered a necromancy spell.
Yep. Silver, 50 each. Yeah, you guys roleplay amongst yourselves. I'm still doing rogue accounting.
I want to go ahead and look inside the
wagon?
cart just for because.
I kind of want to
Grogo's
help.
just kind of like, Grogo's just
walking
like
around.
watching you go through this stuff.
Tasha does remember that Esmeralda had hers rigged to explode, so you can only imagine what Rictavio might have done to his.
Ooh, that's a good point.
So
Hey, guys,
just
I'm
make
here.
sure what
First
you're
of all-
doing is
That's table talk, Balin. You're up in the
Oh.
tower, and she's down here by herself.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah,
of all,
that's-
you've
that's
also
good
seen Rictavio go into his wagon many times, and nothing bad has happened.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open the door.
All right, you open the door.
It
Make me a deck
explodes.
save.
Tiger attack!
walked into that one.
Phil Dennis, I also need you to make me a deck
Yeah,
save
I
too,
was
good
like,
sir.
I was
Oh,
close.
great.
Foster, you have disadvantage on this save.
Okay.
I want to die again.
All right.
We're
Hey,
using
guys.
this spell raised dead
so
pretty quick.
I'm actually double checking to see. You both succeed on this saving throw.
Yay.
Actually, no, Phil Dennis, you fail on the saving
I
throw.
knew it.
DC was 12.
Hey guys,
As
I'm
you
just a heads up. I'm walking to Wawa, but I'm still connected on my phone. Like, I'm here, I'm present.
I hear that.
Phil Dennis, you were going to take 13 points of fire damage. Toshra, you were going to take half that.
I'm almost
Per
dead.
But you see the
Do we hear an
interior of the
explosion?
wagon just kind of blows out. It's not like a pronounced explosion. It's not very loud. But you can see that as you open it up, several files that have been tied to the ceiling just kind of fall, crash to the floor, and set the entire interior of the wagon aflames. Flames washing out the back of it, almost like a breath.
I just cast that spell and start putting out small flames. I don't know. That's all I got.
Balin kind of like shakes his head when he hears the explosion, but he knows Blink Shell's down there, and if anyone
I-
dies,
I have like
There's a
soot
chance I'll
all
bring
over
them
my
back.
face, and I just kind of shake my head, and I step down from the wagon, and I
like
go
the
heal.
Looney
Phil
Tunes
Dennis.
character.
Yeah, exactly. I go heal. Phil
Switchbow
Dennis.
will give you a cure wounds again, Phil Dennis, but he kind of smacks it on the shoulder and says, "Stop dying."
No, yet
I didn't do it on
I'm
purpose.
like out the window, like make him cure his own damn wounds. Blink Shell, save your spell slots. As I
Also,
like,
that was a
pray for
really
money.
damn good cure wounds.
Yeah, that was.
I think Lake should start rolling his cure wounds for him from now on.
Alrighty, so the interior of the wagon is currently in flames. You can see as everything of value in here appears to have immediately gone up, which didn't appear to be much in the first place, as you remember that Rictavio had apparently painstakingly moved everything of value from the wagon into the tower for just such an occasion.
I remember Esmeralda's cart having these weird spectral horses. I want to take a look around, see if there's something I can do with this cart. 'Cause I don't see horses with this one.
You do know that Rictavio did have a horse. Her name was Drusilla.
I've never seen.
Did we know where she went?
Because it has been a point of several times of her kind of grazing out around the tower.
Oh, and now she's gone. I assume.
You haven't paid any attention to her. Would you like to
No.
look for
Let's
her?
go look for her.
Yeah, let's go look for Drusilla.
Make a perception check.
Can I help her so I don't have to roll?
Sure.
Oh, snap.
All right. As you look around, you do not see any sign of her, but you also don't see any signs of what appears to be a horse that has been killed.
Okay.
Hmm.
Still,
Maybe she ran off.
how far is the Vistani camp?
Hours.
Do you think maybe we can buy
That's
a
back
horse
towards
from them?
Vallaki.
We can't all fit on one horse.
Well,
Although we could get a horse to pull the wagon. That's
yes.
the point.
Probably 2 horses.
Well, the inside of the wagon has been largely scorched, and most of the stuff has been destroyed for whatever's left. The exterior has kind of remained intact. It wasn't all that much damage.
That's fine.
Okay, then we can use it.
I'll start cleaning the inside with prestidigitation.
Okay. You begin to mark soot off the walls.
Yep.
Doesn't really remove some of the burn marks, as they are kind of ingrained in the wood now permanently, but you can remove some soot.
For sure, someone can mend those. Or paint
I have
over
mending.
it. I can paint over it.
Mending doesn't actually work that way, but...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, you two are upstairs finishing. You've managed to clear out everything of value, at least that you're fairly certain. Unless there's a floorboard here around here that you haven't lifted up, there's nothing you haven't found. Which, considering the floor is literally connected to the underside and you don't see anything from below, you're fairly certain.
Could we take a minute to take a very short break?
We can do that. We're coming on 2 hours now, anyways.
Okay. Seems like a okay stopping point for
Sounds good.
All right.
And you guys can decide what you're gonna do next.
Go. We're back.
Okay.
Lake, you still there?
Is there anyone that didn't run off and can answer a question for me right quick? I'm trying to remember something. And never mind. No, I know what I'm talking about. There we go. Yes.
I'm back.
Greetings. Welcome back.
Ha ha ha.
I'm here.
Hello. And welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
We're over here.
All right, so we didn't kill a vampire.
I could have made that jump.
Yeah,
But I didn't.
you sure? Because we watched your attempt.
Yeah. I also had
I don't think you flapped your arms fast enough.
Right. I just think he just tricked me. Like, there's only room for one short person in the party.
Yeah, unfortunately, you rolled low enough to where you attempt to jump out, and you could have made distance, but you kind of, clipped the ledge, and you kind of swung back into the tower.
Just flopped.
80 feet up.
And those rolls were insane. They're above 4, or 5s and 6s, and like maybe 1 or 2 3s.
What is Phil Dennis's height?
3'2".
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I am taller than you. I'm 3'5".
My hat doesn't count. Not joking.
So when it rains, you're the last to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because his perception sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
All right, that's all but one.
He's smoking, huh?
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
All right, we're all back.
What's up?
Oh, the group has a decision to make.
So I was I was trying to say this when everyone left, but I was muted. It would have been a great moment. But Balin is, while he has this time to himself, is also going to read the letter to Strahd and try to from Strahd and try to curb the bad news. But he's Balin, so it's only gonna sound worse.
Gurgle
You're
hops
not
up
by
on the
yourself
table.
because Gurgle
Yeah.
is in the room with you.
Gurgle tries to look over your shoulder.
He can't read.
What does
It's
it
fine.
say? I can't read. What does it say?
Okay.
I would.
I thought
just
we established that
calm
Gurgle
down.
could read because he said sometimes he can, sometimes he can't.
Shut.
Didn't you say
Only
that-
Phil Dennis knows.
Or is the joke that Gurgle can just he plays that he can't, but he really can.
Well, Phil
Or
Dennis
does
is
he
the
play
only one
that
that
he can,
knows
but he
that he
really
can
can't?
read.
Does he play that he can, but he really can't? Yeah, squiggly T, squiggly cross. The one that looks like a knife.
All right, so
Phil Dennis is the only one that's conversed with him about it.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
all right, reading the letter, you see that it is a very short one. It doesn't appear to be very long. It appears to be very kind of brusquely written, but it does appear to be in the familiar curled, neat hand that Strahd has written in the past. This one says very simply, "Dear guests, I apologize that I have not been such a humble host into my domain. I seek to correct that in the future. Do not worry about the mess that has been made. It will be forgotten shortly. If you have any worries about the young ward you have taken under your wing, you need not worry. He is now dining at the castle with me." Signed, Strahd von Zarovich.
Balin, what's it say?
I immediately turn for something to destroy, and
There's a stove, there's a table, there's a bed.
There's Victavio.
I'm flipping a
There's a
table
table.
because I feel like that's something to do with. God
Alright,
damn it!
so you're just gonna
Flip a
flip
fucking
his
table.
writing desk over.
Yeah, fuck him.
These
Gurgle,
bottles
Gurgle
are shattering across
immediately.
the floor.
Is there a letter like for the text for it, or should I just write this from memory?
I did not write that down. No, that was from
Okay,
memory.
I'll
I made that up on the spot, boys and girls.
Sweet.
Nicely
Good job.
done.
So when Balin flips that, Gurgle draws his weapon. Is like, oh shit! What did it do to you? Are you
Balin
under
kinda,
some
gets his
effect?
Composure, and he regains composure and just kind of neatly folds the letter and puts it away. Strahd's got Kellen. Ugh. He just walks to the
Oh.
platform with the sack of loot and down, first floor.
So you're taking the sack of loot with?
Oh yeah.
Oh, then yeah, Gurgle hops on there with you.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
taking the sack of loot and the 3 decoy sacks of loot that I made for this.
That you invariably are going to show to Blisk, because always, of course. All right, so yes, you begin to descend. A minute later, you manage to join out. Is there anything anybody downstairs wants to attempt to do before this minute is up and this time is over?
I'm still just
Minute
cleaning
of
the wagon.
oh right.
So yeah, you're taking your long ass time to clean the wagon. Blinkshaw will express that he is not going to be good for much longer. He's kind of running on empty.
I've got a few spells left, but not a ton. Well, I do have quite a few left. Because I was in the tower the whole time.
It is still the same day as Berez, but you didn't really use a whole lot of spells in Berez
No,
either.
I didn't. Nope.
No, we have too much to do and not enough to do, or not
So-
enough resources to do it. I think that we had questions to ask in Vallaki. We had people to see. At least I do. Actually, am I done writing the platform down yet?
Yeah, you guys can group up at the bottom of the tower.
So I take a look at Tasha before anybody else. What kind of shape is she in?
They're bloodied, but they're not looking on death's door.
Tasha's is she.
She's dragonborn
Not
shaped.
that I care.
Did I say
So I
he's
found
sorry?
Cat-
They are bloodied.
Yeah. So I found Kellen.
Okay.
I pull out the letter. The seal's been broken. I'm just kind of waving it. I'll save you the gory details, but he's a special guest of Strahd dining with him at Castle Ravenloft.
Lightning comes out of Tasha's nostrils.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just snarling.
So if we have any chance of getting him back, which is getting dimmer and dimmer by the day, by the minute really, we'd have to go to a dinner party.
Well,
Or, I don't know. If we could have just fucking killed that vamp, at least would have made me feel better. I'm sure Blinkshaw's gonna want to take care of Von Richten's body before we set out.
Pull
But-
out his trusty blanket, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean we all know he's gonna do that. So my suggestion is that we help him do that, and then I don't know how welcome we are in Vallaki, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty okay if we go there next.
What are we gonna do in Vallaki?
I'm gonna go ask that motherfucking doll maker why he's making dolls of me, and
is your famous?
at some point we have to find.
wait, there's a
someone
doll
that-
of you?
Yeah, long story. You guys, Tasha was hanging from gallows. Blinkshaw was smashed under rocks. I am a voodoo doll that the kid was carrying, Kellen.
Wait, that doll was a wolf.
Not the doll he was carrying.
The doll he was carrying was a zombie
Kellen?
baby.
Wait, the doll that Kellen was carrying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a little wolf doll.
I took a good look at it. It looked just like me.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Just like the
Saw
ones
it.
that Blinsky made, and it had the Blinsky tag on it. Is no fun, is no Blinsky.
I thought it was a
well, then
zombie.
yeah.
Huh.
We should definitely go talk to that guy. The toy maker?
So there's that, and then we had some other things to do there too. Didn't somebody else have something to see in Vallaki?
We wanted to ask the coffin maker about the coffin, or was it the Undertaker? Whoever it was that they mentioned.
Whoever was responsible for the coffin.
Yeah.
So
The
the coffin maker.
I still think we should take Rictavio's cart and get some horses for it.
That seems like a good idea.
Didn't it explode?
I'm
The
cleaning
inside.
it.
The inside was largely scorched, but it wasn't enough damage to actually destroy the cart.
Well, thankfully, most of his good stuff is probably upstairs. Well, hate to be economic about this, but at some point we gotta find someone to change out all this coin, and I don't know.
Not that we have a place to spend it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're carrying a fucking fortune here, and the more and more this shit happens, the more and more I realize that we're gonna lose it.
So why don't we
gotta get it? We gotta get it as compact and protectable as possible.
Why don't we bury it somewhere around here?
Because Strahd's watching us right now.
Yeah, like, how much of a pain would it be to pull this cart to the nearest city?
Well, the cart, you guys doing it, that would be a pain in the ass. The cart itself weighs a couple 100 pounds. It weighs more than Toshra does. It would be like pulling a Toshra that's being ridden by your party.
Can Toshra pull it?
You should never talk about a woman's weight, especially if they're a dragonborn.
Did we just get a blink show?
We did.
We got a blink show.
Oh my god!
Well, apparently my notes inspired him to show up.
You missed me jumping out a window for the third time.
Hold on, he's not talking. He may not have audio. He may just be listening in.
That's
yeah,
fine. You're currently burying a
body.
We figured that's what you would do.
Well, yeah, they can catch you up on what happened. If you can even hear us. Okay, he can hear us. Yeah, they will catch you up on what's happened as you get your sound working.
Yeah, so Chris, while you're getting that up and running, and assuming you can hear me, we got to the tower. It seemed okay, but wasn't quite right. Got inside. There's blood dripping from the 4th floor. We get up there to find Rictavio's throat's been ripped out and his chest is eviscerated. Esmeralda's up there sitting quietly, weeping, and she says Strahd did it and Kellen's nowhere to be found. No one really believed that. Well, at least I didn't, and everyone got in one by one and didn't believe her either. Gurgle started asking some very intelligent questions while I was going through Rictavio's chest of goodies, and she basically dropped the ruse and said, "Bah, I'm full vampire now." And
put a boot in my head.
So we found 6 vials of holy water. Note to self: you have to learn how to make holy water, lots of it,
100 liters.
It does a shit. We got plenty of gold that we don't know how to spend. It does a shit ton of pain, and they don't like it at all. So we bashed 6 vials of that in her face. Unfortunately, she was hanging from the edge of the tower, about to plummet to her death. But 4 frozen cloaks, sans our dwarven hand axe person, couldn't chop her fingers off for 12 seconds in a row. She got away, turned invisible, and on the way down, Toshra was not about to let her go, so she jumped out the fucking window,
and landed on her. Yeah.
But then landed the other 80 feet and hit the ground unconscious.
And she did not.
Dennis decided he wanted to be a Toshra too, and then apropos of nothing, jumped out the window, but didn't get very far because I'm pretty sure he tripped on the windowsill. And instead of getting the 10 feet out like he wanted, he just went straight down, and he landed in a thump puddle right next to them.
Fortunately, not on top of Toshra.
Yeah, because that would have been really bad.
Or that probably would have killed her. In the meantime, Esmeralda got out from underneath Toshra, turned invisible, and ran for it. You were there. You basically drugged Toshra outside of the magic field and then healed her and then cast spiritual weapon, but by then invisibility happened. And now, just to catch you up, Strahd left us a letter. Ain't he sweet? He's got Kellen at the castle. He's dining at the castle with me, so he's either torturing him or converting him. Not sure what's better. Esmeralda's out there. She's a vampire. She hates us. Rictavio's dead. Good news is we have all of his stuff.
Well, except for the doll and the hagpin.
Oh, yeah, the doll and the hagpin are gone. Yeah, and our allies are dead or turned into vampires. And except they went through Rictavio's wagon, but didn't check it for traps, so that exploded too.
But the wagon's still intact. Just the stuff inside is gone. Except there wasn't much in.
We did get a lot of sweet stuff.
I have a question. Would Esmeralda have taken more than just 20 damage? Because 20 damage was the fall damage, right? Mm-hmm. When she took when I landed on her. The bludgeoning, right? And I took 20 damage as well. Would she have taken extra damage from me falling on her? Because
she did.
She did.
She only barely survived it.
How much damage did she take total?
So she took the damage that you took and the damage that she took. So she took double, but since he's resistant to bludgeoning, she took half. So instead of taking 40, I think it was. Hold on, I can check this. We literally just rolled it a second ago.
Okay, I understand.
So instead of taking the 40, she took 20.
Okay.
Instead of the rope, I was going to try and
to break the immersion and make you guys hate everything. She only had 23 hit points left. So she had literally 3 hit points left when she got away.
I can also say I had a scroll.
There was a reason
visibility.
she decided to buck the fuck out and run.
I understand now. Sorry.
I wonder if I could have gotten 3 hit points out of her. I doubt it. That's why I didn't try. But I figured she was down that low.
You only had to hit a 21 at disadvantage.
Yeah, and then do at least 6 damage with resistance.
So you'd have to roll a 2 on the die.
Yes. A 2 plus.
Oh, you failed us. You failed us, Keith. You should have taken the shot. You should have taken the shot. No, you can't change my mind. You suck.
It would have. Either way.
It's okay.
Yes,
It's okay.
I
Didn't know. It's gone. Past the past.
Anyway,
The past you can't dwell on it.
well, we're I'm
hear me
still
now?
confident that I would have had to hit
This is,
Helm, which doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then I gave and meanwhile I give Phil Dennis the scroll I couldn't identify, and have him check that out. And I say, we've got all of his stuff, and I hand Blinkshaw the scroll of Raised Dead. Can you use this?
So, quick heads up, I am sick, which is why I'm not on the boat tonight. I won't be talking much at all. Yeah, oh, well.
I know.
Can I use that scroll, or does it require regents to do?
So a spell scroll has already used all of the things it needs, so it nearly needs to be cast. But Raised Dead is also a 5th level spell, so you would have to make a check to be able to successfully cast it.
Okay.
And only people with the scroll potentially in their library can cast it.
Yes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Oh wait, no. You don't
You
get
can make
the
a
scroll
you
of
can make
question
the
mark.
Arcana for the middle one. Phil Dennis, because he showed it to you to try and figure it. Actually, you're gonna know what it is, Phil Dennis, because you've got like a plus 11 to your
Bam!
Arcana. You're fucking insane. That is a scroll of protection against undead.
I'll be right back.
Huzzah.
I'm like,
Oh, also, Chris, whenever Lake rolled healing, he rolled really high.
Okay. I'm trying not push to talk because I'm on a laptop. Let me know if there's too much background noise from me.
Sure, sounds fine right now. No, I give you the Raised Dead, the protection from fiends, and the protection from undead, because I think that no one else can cast them. I also make sure you know that I give you the holy symbols with the silver inlay, but I also make sure you know I have specifically Rictavio's holy symbol, and I'm like, you have to do something with this. I don't know what to do with it, and it was his, and it mattered.
All right, so as everything is going on, I'm going to ask, since you're here, Blinkshaw, I'm going to give you the chance to make this check. I would like for you to make a single perception check, please. Depending on what you roll, you may notice something important.
Everyone or just him?
Just him.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else has looked for a lot of things, but everybody forgot one thing. So as this has been going on, everybody's been kind of taking their time, looking at everything. Once they blew up the inside of Rictavio's wagon, things were a little more annoying. You healed Phil Dennis. You were not upstairs in the fight, so you didn't notice. But as you're looking around, you see that there is a rapier and a hand axe laying on the ground next to the door of the tower, kind of tucked away in the grass right here.
That's right.
Everybody forgot that she dropped him when she was hanging onto the side of the tower.
I did, and I just know I wasn't down there to look for him.
I die.
I will point those out.
I'll go pick him up.
So nobody actually died,
Hey.
right?
I know.
Nobody
No,
actually
just
died.
went unconscious.
Okay.
Just Rictavio.
Is
And
there
technically Esmeralda.
is that rapier silver?
I mean, it doesn't
pass it
appear to
along.
be. It doesn't appear to be stylized like it's silver.
Okay.
Well, just wait till tonight when we can cast ritual spells at it, and then we'll find out if it's magical. If it is,
the
dibs.
hand axe a simple
Are
weapon?
these
Oh, I can use martial weapon stuff.
A rapier is a martial weapon.
are the spells that I've cast marked off as far as slots go?
Yes. You are down
So
to
I would-
3 first levels and 1 third level, because I thought
Okay.
you specifically would save a 3rd level just in case.
Yep.
You did make a great cast that didn't work out though, but when Kellen was gone, you cast Locate Object on Tashra's spoon, which she had left with him, which I thought was a great idea, but it's too far
Unfortunately,
away.
they have apparently already moved farther enough away, though.
So what is our plan right now? Like,
That's
are we
what I'm
taking
waiting
a
to
rest?
hear.
What
Yes,
are we
I'm
doing with Rictavio?
Well,
You're burying him. We assumed.
so
So we're not trying to
shouldn't-
raise him.
should we like I don't know, dismember him?
Well, he,
And I kind of looked at Blank Show. I'm like, you weren't up there. Even
he,
I don't know how Raise Dead works, but if you even could
You
raise
do.
him from that,
Blink job because you are familiar with clerical spells.
Mhm.
You know
he
that
was
Raise
missing-
Dead,
oh, sorry.
it will restore any creature that has been dead no longer than 10 days. If the creature's soul is both willing and at liberty to rejoin the body, the creature returns to life with a single hit point. The spell closes all mortal wounds, but it doesn't restore missing body parts. And the condition that Rictavio's body was in, his throat was literally torn out.
Okay. So
And
he
his,
would.
his chest was like concave.
Yeah, but the throat torn out means he would not be able to breathe and die right away.
Yes.
Should we like dismember him? Like, I know that sounds gross, but like, we don't want him coming back as a vampire or whatever Esmeralda was.
I don't think that's really how it works, but
Well,
As
at least if he
horrible as
does,
it
it's best
is-
that he comes back missing limb. I mean,
think
I'm just
that's a
like
good idea.
throwing it out here.
what'd you say, Curly?
as horrible as that sounds, I think it's probably a smart idea.
Curly, do you have gentle repose prepared?
No, that's a cantrip, right?
No, it's a
No.
second level spell.
No, it's a second level spell. No, I don't.
Okay. I've had that prepared for a while and then took it off to do locate object last
Oh.
time.
Yeah.
What would that
Oh,
do? I just wouldn't make him
uh,
not a vampire.
Pretty much.
So that was the
I mean,
spell
we-
that he cast on Arabelle.
Yes.
Prevents
I
the
mean-
target from decaying, and for the next 10 days, it prevents them from becoming undead.
Rudolph himself told us that if you put a stake in the heart of a vampire in its lair, it won't come back and is destroyed. So, if you really want, we could bury him with his holy symbol buried in his heart.
It's also a ritual, it looks like.
He doesn't have it prepared.
It's not prepared.
Oh yeah, you're not me.
Nope.
Me too.
You're not me.
That is an accurate statement.
He can
Dennis.
pick whatever spell he wants, but he has to pick them to be able to cast them.
Yeah.
So, I guess my question is like, you guys look pretty like dinged up, and Linkshaw's kind of low on his, yang factor. Should we just like go ahead and take our rest here? I mean, this place is, probably still one of the safest spots available to us right now.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't think Strahd's coming here to fuck with us, and Esmeralda probably wouldn't either.
Are you guys still dinged up?
I'm
Well-
a little low, and so is Fildenus.
I mean, I got a
I
little
will-
scratch on me, but I'm fine from those fucking bugs.
I will channel divinity.
Don't waste anything.
Will that only bring me up to half? Because I'm
Yes.
almost at half anyway.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like I just have a few bug bites on me. I'll be fine. But
What
you
do you
guys
got?
definitely took a fall.
Did anybody get bitten?
Wow.
I
There
don't
was
believe
no
so.
werewolves to bite us or vampires.
I mean,
Well,
Esmeralda.
Well, yeah, no one got bit by the vampire, but I don't think that's
Okay.
how that.
Well, I just cast a tiny hut, and we can, rest. I mean, judging by the time difference of us traveling up here, could we estimate that it's going to be late afternoon or towards evening?
It took you 5 hours to get here from dawn. Sorry, no.
Oh.
It took you 5 hours to get here from basically an hour of exploration in Berez. So it's probably been 6 hours since you all woke up.
oh.
Oh,
And we still actually have a lot of time left until nightfall.
right.
But I guess, so why don't we do something with Rudolph's body and then go to Arvengast Holt, or at least as far as we can, and then you can throw that hut up and we'll just rest in that.
why don't we take a short rest now?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm okay with that.
we can do that.
I'll cast a tiny hut anyway.
In that case, I will channel divinity before we do a short rest.
Okay. So
Um,
everybody can basically take the few points they need to get back up to half.
yeah, it's a total of 30, so as long as we don't exceed that.
I took 3.
I'm over half. I barely got hit.
I took 3 as well.
Right.
In the land of the no magic zone, the arcane recovery or the
Oh yes.
uncanny dodge is king. While we're taking our short rest, I will identify. It's 11 minutes per. I got an hour. So between me and Phil Dennis, we have to identify Esmeralda's 2 weapons. We got the scrolls done. What else do we want to identify? Von Richten's holy symbol? Probably not.
Maybe this little hand crossbow.
I doubt it's magical, but we can.
I mean, if we have time.
Yeah, so the hand crossbow.
Didn't Rictavio have like a short sword that was silver too?
I want to detect. Oh yeah, so Rictavio's cane sword. I want to do that one, and I want to do detect magic on the shriveled Vistani head, or identify that, whichever works better.
Okay. Are you going to detect magic first to save you the time, or are you just going to identify outright?
Well, we're doing this all as ritual, so I'm just giving me and Phil Dennis homework, basically.
All right. So give me an order of things you're doing.
Okay. Leo, what's the smartest way to do this?
I was reading something. I thought you were taking care of it.
I'm telling you what the list is. You tell me what the smart way to what should be identified and what should be detect magic and whatever. I guess everything's detect magic all at once.
Yeah, do that one first, and then
All right, so I will do the detect magic ritual on everything.
Because I'm still casting the tiny hut, and by the time that's done, both will be done.
Yeah, and then I'll have a list of identifies.
All right.
So.
I have 4 first level spell slots. If you want me to use one to detect magic, oh no, never mind. It's not prepared.
No, we're doing it ritually. We don't have to waste spell slots.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Okay, never mind.
Hey, Lake, I would like to check for tiger tracks around the caravan, or on the little cart.
Got it.
You haven't seen any signs of tigers in this time, in the multiple times you've checked. But go ahead and make a survival check. No, you don't see any. You don't see any tracks of any kind of feline predator.
Well, poop.
All right, I'm gonna post this into chat, but I'm also going to repost the loot table with everything we got out of Rictavio's stuff. So, you guys let me know if you agree or not. Whoop, that's cut, not copy. I've just gone through the list, and these are the things that I think that we could identify or not. And I'll post the loot table now, so if you think that anything else in here looks important, we can do that as well. Edit, save.
Joshua's gonna go sit inside the tower against the wall and just kind of sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so look at the loot table now. That should have everything updated with all the coinage and where it came from and etc. And out of all that stuff, do you guys want to identify more or less? If we're doing an hour between me and Phil Dennis, we can do, what, 5 apiece, Lake?
Well, if you do detect magic first, not all of them may be magic.
Yeah, do detect magic and you'll find all the magic items.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. So one can do detect magic and then 4 identifies, and one can do 5 identified.
I want to identify that garlic. No. I think everything you have there is fine.
Okay, so detect magic on the entire loot table. It'll all be within 30 feet. And then identify on those.
So looking at all of this stuff, the rapier, the hand axe, and the head are magical.
Score. Okay, so we'll identify those 3 first.
All right. The rapier is a +1 rapier. The hand axe is a +1 hand axe. The head has been embalmed. The head itself does not appear to be magical, but you can tell that when you identify it, it has apparently been embalmed with magic oils that keep it preserved supernaturally, and that is what is the cause of its waxy complexion. You also learn that the magic oil is evidently some kind of preservation, not only of the body or not only the head itself, but the spirit that incorporates the mind. You learn that the purpose for this is that since you can cast Speak with Dead on heads, typically that spell would prevent the target from remembering or learning new information. This magic oil allows the head to remember the conversations it has while under the effects of a Speak with Dead spell.
Oh,
wow.
that's a score.
Okay, so
Does that
I'm
mean
going
we
to
can
turn
talk to
to
it?
Shaw and say, if you ever want to really know the dirty, dark parts of our buddy's history, this head can tell you, because my guess is he's kept it alive since that creepy story that we heard, where he's been fucking with it and saying mean shit for God knows how long. But this thing remembers everything.
Phrasing.
So can you like use necromancy to talk to it?
I can't. Blinkshaw can.
Oh, Blink. Wait, but you're the Wait, what?
They're both necromancers.
Just assume that we're all
The
necromancers.
group gains a
including
new
you.
necromancer.
Nope.
This is just this is just a realization
I
of
can
like
do it.
Gurgle finding out that everybody in this group is a necromancer.
That
One day
explains
Gurgle's
why
gonna do something, and he's gonna think he's a necromancer, and the cycle will be complete.
I can do it. It's a cleric spell. I can
Well, so wait.
It's funnier.
Can
It's funnier
anybody-
the other way, Tashra?
do it. Okay.
Wait, can we talk to Rictavio's body then?
That's
No, just the head.
something I didn't think
Well,
of.
why can't we talk to Rictavio? I
We
mean,
can.
maybe he can maybe tell us the rest of this ritual, or I mean, impart any knowledge that he has left over.
I mean, you don't need a throat. You can cast Speak with Dead on
A throatless
skeletons.
creature.
Look, I trust you, necromancers, how it works. I mean,
Okay,
I'm just
Blinkshaw
saying.
said he can't do it. He's like, he'll prepare that spell, and we'll do that tomorrow after this, after the rest. So I guess we're not going to get a
Okay.
lucky. I guess we're going to hold up here for a while.
Also,
In the meantime, dibs on the rapier. Yoink.
is the hand axe
Hand
a
axe?
simple weapon or
Anyone?
martial?
Hand axe is a simple weapon.
can you use it, Phil Dennis? That's probably more like a battle axe for you, huh?
Hand axe is
Blinkshaw
not a
already
weapon
has
a
a
wizard
plus
gets for
hand axe, right?
Blinkshaw has Hue, which is not a +1. It is just a magic axe.
Oh, then he should probably get. Well, what
But
do you
the
think?
battle axe is a 1d8. Is Hue
Yeah,
a
it's +1.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
he's +1.
I didn't think Hue was a +1.
I thought so.
Oh, did it again. I mean, I can still use it, but maybe
It is a +1. That's me misremembering. I could have literally just checked the magic. I did a Google search for it. So yes, it is a +1 magic hand axe.
If it's not intentional, it's not cheating. I don't think.
If no one's gonna claim it, I will. But
Whoop, did something wrong.
I'm more of a.
Well, I have Talon, so I'm already good. How much
What,
damage does Rapier and the hand axe do?
A hand axe is 1d6. It is
Rapier
light,
is
so
a
you can
D8.
dual wield it and you can throw it. A rapier is a d8.
Okay. Is a Rapier light?
No.
It's a finesse weapon, but it's not light.
Okay, I'm gonna keep
So it's
Talon.
for dex fighters. Hand axe isn't finesse.
Yeah.
So like rogues really couldn't use it unless they're strength rogues, which I don't
Doesn't-
trust those people. No, there's good build for it. I just don't use it.
What about
What,
the Rictavio's
what-
king?
Yeah. What's
was
that?
not
What does that do? Is it silver?
So you've seen that it is a cane, but the cane itself could function as a club, basically. But that there is a slit at the end, and you can pull a sword that is silvered out of it. It is what essentially a sword that is hidden inside of a cane.
It's just,
So,
But there's nothing
is
special.
there
about
anybody?
the sword
Can I
itself,
use
right?
that?
It's
Is it-
silvered, but not magical.
it's a short
I mean,
sword
if it's
or-
silver, I could definitely use it. It'd be better than my rapier in like against werewolves and stuff.
What kind of sword would it
Also,
be?
I'd look a lot less threatening with a stick.
Aren't you a fighter?
The short sword, the sword and the cane is a short sword.
Yeah, I could fight.
You could use the hand axe.
It's a strength based.
I don't really like swinging heavy stuff around. You know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know Gurgle like flexes a muscle, and it's not bad. But I mean, I know I got these big boys here, but you know, it's hard to make use of them.
Okay.
Don't be fooled by my muscular stature.
By the
He's
way,
like really gaunt.
Carly sounds very calm right now. Toshra is not very calm.
Just waving your arms.
So, like, imagine I'm waving my arms in the air. I'm like,
guys.
oh
Oh my god!
Well, yeah.
So wait, Tasha, you said you were going back in the tower. Are you going to do the dance to get in the door? Because the door's closed.
Was still. Oh, is it open? Okay, I'm just going to sit outside.
You guys have been spending time outside the door.
I'm just going to sit outside then.
Sit in a nice, clean cart.
And I want to cast Sending to Kellen. Because I have one 3rd level spell left.
Alright.
And I have it prepared. I'm trying to think of what I want to say. Give me a second.
25 words or less.
Man, it reminds me of like middle school when we used to text. So, are we going to the town today? Or should we just literally just stay here all day until next morning?
Yeah, I guess we should take our time here, and we should definitely talk to Rudolph, and I don't know, and whatever you guys want. I mean, we still have to go to Arvin Dragon Place, too, and then Velaki. So I don't know. You guys make up your minds. I will go wherever you want to go.
I'm trying to draw my map right now, so since that's a thing. But if no one wants a hand axe, I'll hold on to it just for a in case I'm on a non-magical spot. At least I have something to use.
Yeah, you definitely need a weapon.
Not ideal, but at the very least something.
Oh yeah, we still have to talk to the. It's great, Brinkshaw. We got to talk to the keepers of the feathers, and well, there's so much to do.
Gurgle, you took the short sword, the cane sword.
Oh, I thought you had it. I mean, I'll use it if nobody else wants it, but I could definitely find a use for it.
Kellen, not Kelvin. God, Blinkshaw.
Don't make fun of his accent.
Okay. Gurgle came out of this with a short sword and a hand crossbow. Phil who's taking that the hand axe?
I'll hold
Phil
on
Dennis?
to it. It could be useful for something. And I don't think we can
Ian,
sell
do you have
it
anything
here.
that doesn't? Ian, do you have anything that does magic damage?
Nope.
I mean, maybe you should take it then, because everything in this in this godforsaken country is resistant to regular damage. It seems like.
I mean, it's technically do better with my staff.
I called out on the crossbow and you wanted it, and then you called out on the rapier, and I wanted that too, but I figure
No, I'm taking the rapier. I will disband the cloaks and kill all of you for it. It's the first magic weapon I could use in the last 3 campaigns.
3.
Yeah, so then I'll just use the silver sword here.
But that's
So
not
is
magic,
it-
though. Use the. If no one else can use the hand axe, take the hand axe.
You also throw the hand axe too.
Oh. Sure.
You better go get it though.
I'll take it.
All right.
Maybe I can tie a rope to it and throw it and then, yank it back.
Certainly try.
Who wants the healer's kit? Anyone good at medicine that doesn't have one?
The point of
I
a
have
healer's kit is that you
+6
specifically
in
don't need medicine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm not good at
Yes.
it, so I can take it.
Do you just roll what that plus?
You don't make a check. It's just when you have a healer's kit, you just expend a use of it, and they are stabilized.
Okay, so who wants it? I'll take it if no one else does. But
Well, you're faster.
I run
so
around
good.
a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I think Balin and I should use it because since we're the most mobile.
Yeah.
Whatever, I
Tasha,
don't
do you
care.
have one?
No, but I'm really good at medicine, so I don't really need one.
Is this cane? Is the cane? Is it like a rapier or a finesse weapon?
It's a short sword.
It's a short sword. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's a short sword
it is
and a
finesse,
club.
Okay.
We have 3 wooden stakes and 3 people that use swords a lot. And I can't use a stake because I'm not that buff. But I think Blinkshaw should get a stake, Tashra, and
And you.
All right, Oprah.
I guess I'm. You get a stake, and you get a stake. I mean, I'll take one because I'm going to be in melee anyway, but I'm not necessarily strong enough to use it.
Yeah.
Say stick. Chris is
wooden
Chris is on
stick.
game chat. Did you say stick? Okay, so he hands a wooden stick lined with. They're lined with silver, right? Or is it the holy symbols?
The holy symbols were lined with silver
Oh, okay.
and inlaid with
So I
gold.
hand the stake, one of each, and I tell them, because again I just read this note from what Rudolph told us. These only really do anything once you've taken them out, and you have to stake them in their lair. So don't do what I did and try and hit them with that. Instead, use the giant vials of holy water. Turn to Blinkshaw. Learn the holy water thing.
I think I'm ready to send my sending.
Okay.
And I hit send. I counted it out, and it's less than
The text
25,
message has
so-
seen many revisions.
It has. I gotta make sure it's 125 words. Kellen, I'm coming for you, because it says in the it says in the spell description that he knows it's me.
It's like
Right?
I was on.
Are you sending Kellen a message?
Yes.
Hi.
So
There,
Just-
it says he
just,
knows it's me.
just as like keep in mind that he's with Strahd, so anything you tell him, keep in mind that whatever you say, like just let's assume that word for word is going to be told to Strahd.
Okay, good point.
Delete.
Back to ...
So you could be like, "Hey, Kellen, tell Strahd, fuck you," but like hugs
Or we
and
can see the
kisses.
misinformation.
Hugs.
So I mean,
Keys.
we don't have to be dicks
Oh, yeah.
about it.
Yeah, tell him we're going like somewhere that we're not going.
Tasha and Blinkshaw, do you guys have any interest in these silver-lined holy symbols?
I'll take one.
Because they're worth 50 gold. You'll take one? Okay.
Yeah.
Blinkshaw, you want
Now I
one?
have a wooden stake and a silver line holy symbol.
Okay, so we'll sell the other 2.
What does the symbol do?
I don't know. I'm not a religious guy.
Oh, I thought maybe Octavio said something about it because he has like 5 on him. I would think it'd be part of his vampire hunting kit.
I'm just gonna carry it. I'm not gonna wear it.
The power of Helm compels you.
It's just like Octavio to carry a holy symbol of his own face.
Is it his own
Who's
face?
who's
No, it's
the
not.
holy symbol
Sleight
of?
of hand. Yes, it is. Minor illusion. See?
The holy symbol that Octavio carried was a sunburst.
I mean, it can't hurt to like have it on you, right? I'll take it.
I won't.
Can like keep it on me in case any vampires get close enough to, I don't know, kick me in the damn chest again.
Maybe you should get that garlic and wrap it around your neck too. Like embed it with a
A what?
necklace.
Oh, I also gave you a small prayer book, Blinkshaw. And I feel like that's really important to you because I don't know what it is. But Octavio carried this around, and I don't know if that's got cool powers or just a keepsake.
It wasn't magical when you detected magic.
What do I know about cleric magic?
You could have a secret compartment of poison.
I don't know. They both talk to God. Let them figure it out. But I'm giving it to Blinkshaw, taking it out of the loot table.
So we're sitting here for an hour, and we're heading out to the next. We're heading out to Valaki. I don't think Crest will have anything that we want. Except horses, maybe.
We could actually buy them now.
But I think it's like pretty much the same distance. Might as well just go to Valaki.
Chris, were you here for the rant I had earlier about to spend all this money before someone steals it from us? Or like convert it to one giant platinum electrum piece? Okay. We have 115 pounds of coins on us. We have to exchange, spend. If we can just buy one nice thing worth the 6,000 gold we have, it's less likely we'll get robbed.
Well, then, after hour, let's go then. And I guess we'll leave the cart and come back for it.
We have 5,200 gold right now that I am certain we're going to lose if we don't find into something more manageable.
Blackjack.
And there's why we still think we should like try to bury it somewhere. Like we gotta hide it.
Strahd's always watching us.
Well, all right, and we just carry it with us, and we just risk losing it that way. I mean, either way, like, I don't know. I got nothing.
It's all good.
Right, well, I've been talking a lot this game, so I'm going to take 5 and mute out and go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back, 'cause I'm sorry.
It's okay, Mr. Poopy Pants.
I do need a minute to think because everybody's been talking. I haven't been able to think. So
Think.
Hey, Lake. Did I heal myself with Blessed Healer when I healed other people?
You were at full health. You were not a part of the. You were not immediately part of the fray.
I am 54 or 57. Probably from some other fight. I'm assuming I cast
from when the bugs bit you back in Burroughs.
I think you always get Blessed Healer whenever you heal.
Like, I do. I'm asking if Lake applied it. So as long as I cast a first level healing spell, I would be at full. Which it sounds like I did.
You would be full.
All right.
I just realized how big this Barovia map is.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So you guys will get your short rest. You will not be disturbed in the time that you take to get short rest. Go ahead and do whatever you want with that. If there's anything that specifically you need to do, if you really need to roll hit dice, which some of you may need to roll a few hit dice.
I'm thinking about it. The hit dice part.
You guys have been seeing a lot of combat, not a lot of resting.
Yeah. Roll 2.
I'm gonna save mine. Ooh, look at that.
15. 69. 15.
Earmuffs, Bruce. Don't listen to that.
Because someone else was talking about shoving sticks up in that person's ass earlier, but alright.
But that was Uncle Keith. Uncle Keith can talk about sticking stuff up his ass or other people's
Direct
asses.
contradiction to what the GM is telling him.
Bruce knows about that.
I still can't believe that. Of all the things I've given out inspiration for, jumping out of the tower to tackle somebody off of a wall—that's a high point.
Defenestration, inspiration.
It's alright.
Is there anything special about this hand crossbow? Like just kind of
It's
examining it.
It's just a fun. It's just a valuable one that's been kind of lavishly decorated.
Aesthetic.
Yeah. So yeah, with this, you guys can go ahead and start to make your way towards Vallaki if you so desire, so you don't waste too much time. Tasha can keep deciding on what she wants to put in her sending during that process.
I'm sorry, I'm taking so long.
It's okay.
You want to be.
It's okay.
You want to word yourself carefully. That takes thought.
Yeah.
And I will be honored by the fact that you value my ability to use it against you so much.
Yes.
My players are learning that I am dangerous with information.
Ooh.
Wait till you see me as a player with information.
Yep.
Anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
you all begin to make your way down the main road or the side road, whichever you prefer, towards the town of Vallaki. It is several hours away, so it will take you some time to get there. Okay.
I might have to do like half a map, half a map. So 1x is 0.3 miles. It's 4x.
Don't trust that because that's not accurate.
Okay.
Because like I said, I use a custom movement because I hate how small the map is because it makes absolutely no sense that you can literally travel an hour and get across half the damn valley. All right. So you guys are traveling on foot to Vallaki, correct?
Yep. We had nowhere
Yeah, I think
else. We can't fly. I mean, I could.
Well, I mean, I can. I just choose not to.
Could I have a couple minutes to mute my headphones so I can think about this?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
PM you something important happens.
Well, actually, as you say that, I was thinking, yeah, no, that's absolutely fine, and then I realized I'm about to roll something.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit! This is how we die.
Tashra and Balin, as you all are traveling along the road to Vallaki, throughout the fog, as you move throughout the forests, you notice as what looks like figures stepping around, moving quietly and cautiously around the trees.
I pointed out.
What?
Do they look like scarecrows?
They do not look like scarecrows. They look like men.
Are they fighting or just walking around?
Are they going somewhere?
It's kind of hard to make out distinct characteristics. You just kind of caught them out of the corner of your eye as you were moving along.
Are they going at the same direction as us or opposite?
They are. As you pay more attention to them, you see that they are not only creeping along, but they are getting closer.
Do they appear armed?
Yes, they appear armed. So much so as they continue to creep closer, as you kind of scrutinize them, you can see that these are clearly berserkers of the same ilk that you fought when you were at Yester Hill. And as they close in, I'm going to need everybody to roll me initiative.
Ah, fuck beans!
Are you gonna move us to a map?
I'm going to move you out. Yeah, I was getting the map ready because this was
Yeah.
I was literally just rolling
I-
up as we were doing this.
Did I get to use my Pearl of Power before?
Did you think to use your Pearl of Power?
I typed it while you were explaining them approaching.
So no, because you
Okay.
were like, I'm going to use it right when we're in the middle of getting ready to have a fight. That's a little too late.
Yeah, it was basically a
If you
Tasha
think-
pointed out. I see them getting closer. Is there enough time?
No, that's not enough time at that point. That's something
Okay.
like, I should have used this back when I was at the tower. That would have been the
Yes,
smart.
I should have.
All right, so we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So you guys are naturally traveling in whatever order you would be traveling in. I don't know what that is. You can rearrange yourselves kind of as you would. Now. And then go ahead and get ready to start rolling the initiative.
Oh.
Oh, the infamous map. Oh shit!
They crit failed their initiative. That's fantastic. I see that I can still not roll initiative. You know what? Maybe I won't take Prodigy as my feat. Maybe I'll take Alert so I get a +5 bonus, and then I can just roll all the initiatives of all time. Maybe I'll just play an Assassin Rogue with an advantage on initiative and a +9. That sounds like good. Let's do that. I get so upset that it's just like real life. I have no initiative.
I feel that.
All right, so that's Vildanis, that's Tasha, that's Berserker, that's Gurgle, that's Blink Shot. Is Balin still away?
He must be.
He show is. That means you guys are going to get to roll this fight with a delayed Balin. We're going to assume he's going to skulking off ahead, being sneaky, and did he just roll in? He's literally poopy pants. Yeah, he's sneaking off ahead, and he hasn't realized that as he's sneaking ahead, everybody's come up behind him. I'm going to roll initiative for him, and we're just going to skip initiative for him right now. Which is a shame, because he got the highest. Alrighty. Well, literally everybody goes before the Berserker, so Valen's skipping his turn, Vildanis. Since you have been alerted, you are not surprised.
Ah, I see you! Shit. I will just Ray of Frost the... to me closest one, which is that one. Take that, Ray of Frost.
That'll hit. Jesus, that's all. Damage. 12 points of damage to that one.
Oh, for new magic.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Gurgle.
I am going. Are these trees around us?
Some, yes.
All right. I'm just gonna get in between these two. Do they look like they're frenzied or in berserk yet?
Are they
frothing or are they just?
They didn't froth. They didn't seem like they're really berserk. No.
Okay. And is this one that you just shot at, Leo?
The left one bottom left, yes.
This one?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna shoot at that same one.
So Valen was sneaking off there, and he can get back in order within his turn. Okay, you're gonna shoot at that one.
There's no sneak attack on this.
Mm-mm. But it
Just,
hit.
12 damage. Nice.
For 12 damage.
And I guess I'll go ahead and I'll make that a trip attack.
I just realized I have 4 sheets open that I don't need open. Let's just close those out to make my life a whole lot easier.
So 16 damage total and a DC 15 strength check.
Alrighty, he got an 8, so he's gonna fall down.
All right. And then I will. I'll go ahead and I guess I'll take a shot at the one to the right of him as well.
Oh, you're shooting at the one that Philton is shot at. Okay, I'll fix that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess I'll make that a trip attack as well.
Alrighty. He rolled a 20.
Okay. And
But
he
he'll take
takes
the full
16
brunt of
damage.
that damage. Okay. That's 2 good shots and 2 damaged enemies. Tashra.
All right. I should have thought about this. I'm just gonna run up and start slashing, I guess.
Okay.
Like I said, my mouse is dying.
Yes, that is unfortunate when that happens.
Like I can't hold the button down. 5, 10, 15, 20. Talon.
That'll
The
hit.
other one is prone. Oh, that's right. It's only 30 feet. Okay.
Alright, you
Nice.
stab down into him for 4 points of damage.
And
Alright.
yeah, I think that's my turn. Because
Okay.
I don't have many bonus actions. So.
Yeah, because he did save on that, because the other one's... Okay, Blinkshaw.
All right, unmuted. I noticed there were. Tasha point out the ones up top as well.
You realize that you were being essentially surrounded.
Surrounded.
Yes. If you didn't see them, they wouldn't be on the map.
Okay. I am going to guiding bolt, I think. I'm just double checking my sheet to see how much different. Yeah, I will guiding bolt. The one up here.
That'll hit.
All right. That's just a level 1.
All right. It slams across him, dealing him a decent chunk of damage. Another 16. What's with the 16s?
And I'm going to move up here
And he starts to glow.
to kind of intercept. I'm trying to be their target as opposed to Phildinis and Girdle.
Yay!
Okay.
I will actually. I'm going to move one more up so that they're not in melee range of both of us.
Okay. Alrighty. On the Berserker's turn, they're going to move to flank you. And they're both going to make attack rolls against you with advantage, as they are going to attack recklessly. First one's going to miss, second one's going to hit, and you are going to take 9 slashing damage from him cleaving into you with his great axe. The one that is next to Tashra is going to cleave into her with his great axe. He's going to crit you for 17.
Oof.
Only because he had advantage. That reckless paid out for him. This guy is having to stand up because he was knocked prone, and he has minus 10 feet of movement. So with that, he can dash. And he's going to dash to... He can only dash 20 feet because he has almost no movement now. So he's going to get up to Tashra because that's the best he can do. Balin.
First of all, is my dark vision turned back on? I should have it to 60 feet.
Well, this should be daylight anyways. Give me a second.
You were just moved up because we couldn't hear you during the initiative roll.
That's fine. No, I was away, but that's why I'm not asking many questions about the encounter itself. I just went, there we go. I just want to make sure I have a good idea here. So if he's double teamed.
Yeah, and you do have your dark vision.
Yeah, in this very sunny.
Yeah. You were sneaking off ahead to look for traps until you realized that they were coming from behind, and when you realized that you were running back on your first turn.
There's not much I can do for Tasha because she's out of my dash range. So I'm going to dash on my bonus action and flank the one that's flanking Blinkshaw, which should be 60 feet. Let me just double check that again. Yeah.
That's 65.
From the square ahead of me?
you.
You're supposed to start the square in front of you, aren't you? 10.
So the square is 0. So the square you start in is 0, and then you move, and that's 5. So it starts at the square you're in. So it's 5, 10, and 65 to get to that one.
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
For spell effects, you tend to start in the next square because it starts at the source.
Now what I'm looking at to see if I can do anything with those, but I doubt it. So I won't dash then because I can't get to any enemies. I will cast a firebolt. Let me just get some movement first so I can not hit Tashra. So I'll dash up to get a clear line of sight, and then firebolt this guy without the risk of hitting Tashra from that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where is theirs?
It is not advantage because he was the only one who did not attack.
I didn't roll at advantage.
Well, you rolled twice.
I have 2d10, level 5, cantrip.
Oh, there's 2 rolls, but just take the first one.
Yeah, you rolled a 20 and a 26. You rolled 2 attack rolls.
You don't do 2 attack rolls when there's 2.
No, it just adds another D10 to the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was like Eldritch Blast where you do.
No, it's one attack roll for all the damage.
Okay, so 14 for that guy. I'm sorry.
He will take 14.
And then I'll roll another one. Wait, was that damage to you? Okay, yeah, there's 14. Sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty, Phildinis.
Was it this person or this one that was attacked originally by me?
The one that just got hit by the firebolt.
Alright.
Who was bloodied by that?
Okay. I will cast my acid arrow at him.
Okay.
And it's primary level, level 2.
That will hit him. Alright. Acid splashes over him and begins to sizzle and burn into his skin.
Takes 8 now, 5 later.
Yep.
And I move
I will
where I am.
remember. You park it. Gurgle.
And let's see. I'm going to fire at that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Alright, that
22
is a hit.
for 9 damage. And I'll go ahead and I'll take my... Are they all reckless attacking?
All
Or
but
just
the
the
one
two
that was
on the
attacked
top?
by Phildennis and Balin.
Okay. Yeah, I'll attack the same one.
Alright, that hits him again.
Alright. And I guess I will just move over here.
Smacking that food, aren't you? Okay, you move over there. We move to Joshua.
All right. For my bonus action, I'm gonna healing word myself.
Okay. You're not in the tower, so it does work.
Thank you for reminding me. 5.
I'm sorry. I made the joke that we need to make a Tasha and Cozin's tower counter, but
I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You healing worded
I'm gonna.
your action.
I did, and I'm for my bonus action.
yes, you heal worded. You have your action.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what you said. I'm gonna attack the one that's bloodied.
All right.
The one right in front of me. Nope.
That's a miss.
Yeah,
So
that's my
unfortunately, a 12 is just low enough to not hit, and he's the only one who did not have advantage against. Blinkshaw. Alright, so Blinkshaw's going to toss out another healing word to get on Tasha's good side for 8 more to her. And then you're going to swing at advantage on the guy on your right. Yes, because you're Blessed Healer. And Hugh Grant will hit Berserker for 8 points of damage. That bloodies him. Good stuff all around. Okay. You are absolutely pinned down, so I don't think you're going anywhere. We come back to the Berserkers. Okay. Well, let's see here. This one that is getting really bloodied is in bad shape. It's going to circle around Tasha to kind of use her as cover. Because why not? And is going to attack her recklessly. And does not actually manage to hit. Oh, wait, no, your armor class is only 16?
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yes, that's accurate.
That seems low, but okay. Alright, you take 5 points of slashing
Well,
damage.
I'm not wearing heavy armor, so.
Okay. Alright, that's fair. Alright, so that manages to get through. This one is going to break away from you and go after the one that is throwing a whole bunch of... Actually, he took 5 points of damage. I need to mark that down. He's still alive, but I won't actually remember to mark that down as I'm doing now. Alright, this one will break away from you, not caring about disengaging, so you can
how
take
much
a swipe
damage did I take?
5.
5. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it was not a heavy hit.
Yeah,
and this
take
one
an
is
attack of
broken away from
opportunity?
you and will provoke if you want to take an opportunity attack against him.
Okay.
Ah!
I will.
That will hit him.
Okay, hang on. Discord's going off. Stop. Oh my god. There, finally.
Alright, that will hit him for 6. As he charges in and will swing recklessly at Phil Dennis for being the caster. As he will crit Phil Dennis for 17 slashing damage.
Okay.
I knew the shield was coming, but I'm like, oh, and that 20 is gonna hurt. Yes, that is 17 slashing damage to you as he crits you, Phil Dennis.
17.
Alrighty. Seeing that, the other Berserker was going to move over and help him out, but seeing that he crit you, he's more confident in just taking on the dwarf. As these two are also going to attack you with advantage. One gets a double 1.
Nice.
And misses horribly.
Snake eyes.
And the high is an 18, so he misses as well. So in all of the crit that is done to the gnome, they both just completely buff and waste their turn. Balin.
Well, seeing as the two guys on Blink Shell are completely inept, he seems to have that under control. Tasha's doing all right, and Phil Dennis is squishy. So I'm going to run up on this guy who I saw attack recklessly and thwap him with a booming advantage attack with my new rapier.
Enjoy those spells for that last, guys. Next campaign, I'm not allowing Sword Coast Guide.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm not allowing
With
anything
this group?
from Sword Coast Guide. From any group. I'm cutting Sword Coast Guide. The stuff in it is just unbalanced. Like
Okay.
It started with the Blade Singer, but as I was looking through it and seeing like Green Flame Blade, Booming Blade, all of that stuff, it is just there's a reason that it is the only source material that has not been reprinted anywhere. Wizards wants it to die.
Okay.
And I can see why.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's again that's a next campaign thing, not a this campaign thing. So yes, that's gonna hit him for a whole bunch of damage. That's a 17, that's 19 points of damage, which will bloody him.
And then I will use my bonus action to disengage. So that was 15, 20.
I'll change mine right now if you want me to. I only took one,
Yeah, and I'm
so
going
it's
to
not
go
big.
here to kind of draw off, see if I can get either of their attention to pull them off Tasha or Phil Dennis, and chill there.
Okay, Phil Dennis.
I will cast Ray of Frost at him point blank. I know it cancels out.
Mm-hmm.
Take that. Damn it.
So it's not a crit, but it does deal him 11 points of damage,
Yeah.
which hurts.
Yeah, I bet it does. It hurt me too soon. I'm over here, and that's it.
It is not enough to bring him down, but it does hurt. Gurgle.
I will. Jeez. I guess I'll swing over here, and I will. Let's take a shot at the guy on Phil Dennis.
All right. That arrow is enough to fell him. As he
And
punches
the other one
ground.
will go at the one up there on Blinkshaw.
That hits and delivers him a bow-filled wound.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess it would be an arrow-filled wound, not a bow-filled wound.
Yeah.
That would be a very interesting bow. All right, sorry. That was a really weird train of thought I just went down. Tasha.
Chop chop. Come on.
That was a lot of attack
Well-
rolls.
I told you my mouse is dying.
Use the 18.
The first one is the one that counts and the one that hits.
Okay. There.
All right, you cut into him for 8 slashing damage.
That's pretty funny. Actually, do I cut him for 5?
Actually, yeah, it's 5 slashing damage because it was the first one. Sorry, so he gets plus 3 back. Unfortunately for him, unfortunately for you.
Yeah. And I ordered a new
that's-
mouse.
that's
It hasn't
the-
come in yet.
That's the Tasha's fed up with the shit. Kellen's hurts. Deal. It's once a campaign. It's a good one. You got a bonus action still.
Yeah, I'll healing word myself again.
All right, healing word yourself. Become the blink shot. Do at right for 24, dealing him 5 points of damage already. 5 points of damage to him. He is not down. He is fine.
Fine? Jeez.
He's bloodied, but he's not dead. Alrighty. Phil Dennis will be fine. I'm done. Berserkers go. The one on Tasha is fully going reckless, just cleaving at her the best of his ability. And he's going to get a massive 24 to hit for 13 slashing damage, as he just takes a huge cut right out of you.
13?
Yeah, for 13 slashing. The 2 that are up on Blinkshaw continue
Hope
to
you didn't
double
need that
team
pancreas.
you. The one that rolls max damage gets an 18 to hit, which is just not enough to pierce through Blinkshaw's armor, getting deflected by the shield. The other manages a 19 to hit, which is going to get through and deal you 9 slashing damage, but much better than the 14. And that is the end of their turn. We come back around to Balaam.
Finally, the dwarf's AC works. That guy's wailing on Tasha pretty good, so I'm gonna finish that, or try to finish that one off. With advantage.
It's like the most casual fight we've had in several weeks.
No, we're winning this one!
Alrighty. Super
12
stab.
plus
No
4
window
is
jumping.
Dead Berserker. Right.
No holy
You
water.
pierce through, run him down, and he just kind of implodes from the inside as blood spurts out the wound and he collapses in on himself. Not like a stomp, more like he just kind of folds in, his body kind of convulsing in pain and death.
I will
So pretty
dash up
bad.
my bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to get up here and
Remember, kids, this is a family-friendly show.
let these berserkers know that Balin is coming for them.
Alright, Phil Dennis.
I will Ray of Frost the one to Linkshaw's left, that guy.
Okay.
Haha!
That hits for 10.
Why does Philthinus's roll always take forever to show up?
Because he's got it set to roll 3d dice.
Yep, sorry,
Oh.
I like it.
Okay.
Gurgle.
Um,
Are you surprised that I
going
knew the
to-
answer to that right off the top of my head?
I thought it was his internet or something.
No.
I'm going to take a short bow attack at the one on the right.
No. So you can
I'm
enable
not-
it to where when you roll, it'll roll 3d dice on your screen to like show that you're rolling dice,
Yeah.
and that's why his takes so long to show up.
And
All right, yes, you will hit. Which one are you hitting there, Gurgle? Left or right?
The one on the right.
Right. Okay. All right, you hit him, and you deal him.
10.
It didn't roll
Well,
your sneak attack
10.
for some reason.
Because I didn't sneak attack on that attack. I was hoping that maybe that would put him down.
10 is not enough to bring him down.
All right, and then I'll use my sneak attack on the one on the left.
Okay. Alrighty, so you deal him 8 points of damage. Bink. Little arrow just kind of shoves into his arm. He kind of looks down at it and looks at the goblin.
Oh no, move.
I know he smells.
My turn.
I'm gonna fart in your mouth
Yes,
when you
Doctor.
drop.
This has just been full of delightful conversation. Oh my god. Okay.
That's some
Come
shade
on,
right
Mouse.
there.
Come on.
That's some I've known this guy forever, so I can throw that kind of shade.
Come on. Come on.
I was
Mouse.
yelling that
There we
at
go.
the
5, 10,
bruiser.
15, 20. And it stopped on me. I swear next week I'll have my new mouse.
Alright, so
25,
you can get 10 more,
30.
you can get to here.
Yeah. I'll just
Or
Sacred
here,
Flame
or
this week.
here, either one of these.
Yeah.
Here's Sacred Flame, which will be a deck save
Yeah.
for him, which is not at disadvantage, and he gets a 13.
That doesn't save. Because my DC is 14.
Alright, he'll fail. Roll your damage.
Haha.
Hey.
8 points of damage. He dies!
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Finally.
And for a bonus action, I'm gonna healing word because Sacred Flame's a cantrip, so I can do that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, you healing over yourself for 6. Blink shot. To the left. Every weapon you can to the berserker to your left. That hits 4-5. He's still standing. He's still fine.
Man, this rhyming is like your cheerleader.
Yeah. Only could buy higher than 2.
I play a vowel.
The berserker, despite everything, is kind of pissed off with the fact that these two casters and bows are just kind of shooting shit at him. So he's going to break away from Blinkshaw, which will provoke.
I bet.
22 hits him for 6. And he just hefts. He only has 20 feet of movement, so he just hefts his great axe, and he's going to take a advantage swing at you. He gets a 22.
Let me see. 16 plus 5. That has to be 21. So he hits.
He beats you. All right, he cleaves into you for 7 slashing damage.
Ah,
He cuts into your delicate gnome flesh, and we come back around to
my
Balin.
delegates.
Rah, curse smash.
All right, and he actually gets total to here. Yes, he seems to be circling around looking at Gurgle. He doesn't like Gurgle.
But I keep beating it.
That might kill
Gurgle
him.
gives him the gobbo finger of doom.
All right.
From the doodle. Oh my god.
Stab him in the back for 26 points of damage, and that does him a significant wound.
But he's still up.
He is still up.
Crap master. Okay, I will disengage.
All right, you disengage.
Wait, let me decide to where though. I'm still gonna goad him. I'm still Balin. So yeah, thwap, kaboom, and then I make a knock and move my 15 feet up there, just like the you're gonna die soon.
Alrighty. Phil Dennis.
Just Hadouken him from close range. With
That
no
is a miss.
Damn.
Gurgle.
I am going to fire at him.
That's a miss.
Yes, I'll fire at him again. Jesus.
That
fuck.
barely hits. So yeah, maybe you were
Uh,
shaking just a little bit in your goblin boots at the fact that he was creeping closer. But your
Dude,
arrow
that-
hits him. He is still standing.
I'm gonna go ahead and add Fury of the Small to that, which is another 6 points of damage.
All right, that kills him.
Wow.
And then the last berserker drops. As you kind of scream in not horror, but a desire
scream in
to see
goblin.
this guy dead.
I scream in Goblin, die, 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 die! And fart his chamber.
The berserker, yeah. Unfortunately, your fart is expended as you're kind of panicked trying to get him dead, but the berserkers lie dead, all of them bleeding on the ground quite easily. The party not so much worse for wear, despite a few good hits, and everything quiet once more.
I'm looking around to see if there's anything else around us.
I'm gonna search the bodies.
Yeah, Balin will start investigating, just kind of like, I kind of missed that. Who are those guys?
I'll come search
Okay.
this one.
Each of them carries a big old, kind of worn and rusted great axe. A few of them do have odds and ends in their pockets, like carved wooden totems and things like that, but nothing that is actually of any real value.
I will take this moment to resummon Archimedes.
Okay.
Now that I have an action that's not precious.
Precious.
I'm gonna come over to this one and I'm going to pee in his face.
Classic goblin.
Okay. So the corpses are defiled and looted.
Well, just this one.
That one's the only one that's been
Just fuck you in particular.
peed on.
I was gonna fart in his mouth, but I got a little spooked.
so you lost
The goblin
your juice.
defense mechanism to fart when you're scared. That's why their caves smell so bad.
We also fart when we're happy, and when we're sad, and when we're bored.
Start walking away. I don't want to get sprayed on.
It's like a cat marking its territory.
Little known fact: goblins descended from skunks.
Oh, God.
That thought in my mind. Oh, that's ooh. We have lots of problems with skunks around here, so it more often than not that smell just kind of permeates through.
Yeah.
Me too. Everyone's
It's
weed
skunks.
smells like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of weed smokers in this area, so it smells like skunk sometimes.
We don't have a problem with weed. We have a problem with skunks.
I'm just like, it's legal here. Get the good stuff, damn it. It
I
smells better.
can tell you a story, but we're getting close to the end of the session. We got another hour to go, so I don't want to waste too much time with you guys. Okay, so with that, you guys can continue down the road to Velaki. So that encounter, you guys were about an hour or two down the road. They just happened to catch you in the forests, just seemed to be kind of serendipitous. It didn't seem to be planned. It just kind of happened. With that, at the end of the 3rd hour, you all make your way across the crossroads that kind of separates, moving past the road that heads to Berez, and another 45 minutes, and you are making your way out to the outside of Valaki. You know that from this position, to your immediate right is the road that divides off into the Vistani encampment outside of town. Or you could head directly forward and make your way towards the town improper.
Let's
So this is the place where the burgermaster we killed, right?
Technically, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the goodwill of keeping them drunk on top of the fact that no one really liked that guy is going to give us a 50-50 chance of not being murdered.
Maybe.
So, well, just in case, maybe we should disguise ourselves.
Do you have a way to disguise yourself?
Yeah.
What time did you say it is?
It's 10, 11.
It's been about 3 hours past since you left the tower.
Oh, in game.
So it's still a few hours before it gets dark, but you're not exactly sure how many.
Yeah.
I think the greatest tell of Barovia is just it's constantly lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off. There is no gradual day. It's just like 1 second you're up, 1 second you're not.
Yeah, so I mean, sneaking is not going to do us much good. Those of us that can cast a disguise spell can already kind of blend in. But if 5 people walk in and one's a dwarf and one's a goblin and one's dragonborn and one's a gnome, we're going to fit a pretty specific profile of burgermaster murderers.
I'm also trying to dwell on the fact that Blinkshaw was literally gone for 2 hours, and another really important NPC died, and another one got kidnapped, and another got turned into a vampire. But the second that he came back, you guys were pretty much fine in the fight.
Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
Blinkshaw is the linchpin that holds this party together. No, it's not even Blinkshaw. It is Chris. Chris is the linchpin that holds this party together.
It's the luck of the beard.
We love you so much, Chris.
Yeah, battle royales anytime.
You gotta work when you gotta work, man. It's no fault if you work. But yes, you guys are outside of Valaki, and you're trying to make the decision that you're going to make. Where are you going to go?
I think we should go to Valaki.
I think we go into Valaki as if we are
heroes.
Don't even hide it, don't advertise it, but fuck them.
Okay.
There's only one way to find out.
So you approach the gate of Valaki, and as you approach the gate of Valaki, you are greeted by the familiar sight of 2 guards wielding their massive pikes standing at the gate. And as you approach, they call out to you, much as they've always have, "All goes there!"
My friends and I are weary. We were just attacked by brigands on the road. Please let us in before nightfall.
A brief discussion comes between the 2 guards, and they call back out, "Cause no trouble. Welcome to Valaki."
Yeah, you too.
The gate slowly opens, and you are allowed entry.
Going better than I thought it was going to be.
Balaam will flip them each a silver without saying a word, because that's as charismatic as he can be.
You flip them each a silver. They're not really prepared or ready for it, so it just kind of lands in there in front of them. You see both of them kind of look collectively from you down at the dirt at which you just flipped them.
They don't even grab it?
No, one of them does reach down to grab it and kind of looks at it for a second. You see he kind of bites on it just to check. They share a word like, "Yeah, it's actual money." The other one picks it up and checks it too.
Hey, money!
Gurgle gives him a wink and a gun.
A gun?
Yeah, like you point the finger or your thumb up.
That doesn't exist in this timeline.
I was like, you have guns.
Doesn't Gurgle speak? That's Goblin for
Did that just blow your mind, Ian? I can't give finger guns.
When One of these I'm waiting for is if Balin does die, this is my only chance to get a gunslinger favorite. Because technically you
It's
can come
part
from
of-
other universes into into Barovia. So I'm like, I'm a gunslinger, and I'll be the
It's-
only.
Guns
It's
exist in
a
my
little bit
universe.
of
You
it's
just
a
haven't
little
met the
bit
guy
of
who's
drow
invented
sign
them.
that I picked up.
What was that like?
Guns exist in my universe. You just haven't met the guy that's invented them yet.
Oh, we're gonna meet Percy? No, I'm kidding.
No, it's not Percival Derolo.
No,
Dwalski.
that's the least cool member of the Critical Role team.
I would argue the least cool member of the Critical Role team is Voxel Dawn, but that's my personal preference. Anyways,
That's my favorite. Now you're wrong.
blow me.
Okay.
We'll argue this after the game.
Anyways.
Ooh, shots
Let's just
fired.
keep moving.
Everybody has their favorite for Critical Role.
I'm like, I don't like what's her name?
I'm a Scanlan man personally, but that's just me.
Yeah,
I like
everyone likes
Scanlan and
Scanlan.
Brog.
Who's
Yeah.
overrated?
Those are tastes.
Grog
You
is
see?
Grog is.
A finger crossbow.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so you all are now in the town of Valaki. Where would you like to go first?
We should probably start with the tavern.
Let's go
We're gonna
exchange
be
this
here
money
a while.
first, just because.
Well, yeah,
we're
we
gonna
can
be
do
here a
that at the
while.
tavern.
I mean, we should find a base of
It's a
operations,
lot.
then the economic shit, and then we all go investigate our respective problem people. Because I don't think Blinsky or the coffin manufacturing organization, whichever it may be, are leaving town tonight.
We'll see.
Well, we know where there's a current uninhabited home.
I don't know if we should go back there.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's moved in there already.
Well, I mean, we can kill them too.
We can go return the dress and ask for a refund.
What about the people that asked you, or that like tried to get you
We
into
didn't
like
buy
a
the dress, though.
revolution?
already
revolt?
delivered the dress.
Yeah, but we didn't even give it to him. We still have it.
The dress was delivered to the abbot.
He said he didn't need it, so I've had it all this time.
Oh,
Okay.
right, he did say he didn't need it because
Because
Strahd didn't want the girl.
because
He
Rod's
wanted,
like, fuck your
Lena
stupid
instead.
golem. I don't want your golem. That's right. I forgot about that. Sorry, sometimes
So-
the GM does forget things too.
Chris makes a valid point, so we can send word to the keepers of the tavern.
Yeah, see, tavern's where to start. Let's go.
Yeah.
Gurgle kind of takes off a little bit.
Alright, so you all take off to the tavern. The tavern, as you approach it, you can see it is much the same as left it. The town's kind of quiet, but less quiet than the last remember. There are more people going to and fro, and honestly, spirits seem to be almost a bit higher. As you make your way into the tavern, you can see that it is absolutely packed with people, drinking, making merry, and having just generally a good time. The person sitting behind the counter is not the one that you are used to seeing, though. It is not a man, and yet it is a woman, though a woman that you do recognize as Danica, the wife of Erwin. The person who occasionally would bring out the food from the back kitchen. Apparently she is sitting at the counter today.
What in the red apple fuck happened to this town since we were gone? This is amazing. Everyone
we
looks
did.
awesome.
Are you actually asking her that when you walk up?
I kind of whisper that just kind of to the party.
Okay. Alright, so you are in the tavern.
Is this Soldar and Yevgeny?
As for what's that?
These two? Soldar and Yevgeny?
Yes, that's Soldar and Yevgeny.
Do I recognize these two? Are they
Sildar's in the
special?
tavern right now.
No.
Not that so.
Do I recognize...
You do recognize Soldar and Yevgeny.
like these guys.
Because you traveled with them before. You do not recognize those two individuals.
Do they look special?
They seem to be better dressed than the rest of the members of the, they don't seem to be dressed like common rabble, and you can see that they are both in the middle of heavily drinking, and they seem to be trying to dare and one-up each other. Kind of like they're telling a tall tale. But they also seem to look very similar, maybe like they're brothers.
Okay.
Oh.
Or like they have the same picture for their icon.
Not everybody gets a unique picture.
I was just trying to resell
When you sass the GM, the world responds.
it. I'm not trying to sass.
Yeah. Gurgle's gonna run up to the bar.
Hi. He's gonna hop up on a chair, pull himself up so he can be seen. I'd like to order something.
We've we got cooked wolf steak for an electrum. A bed for the night costs an electrum. And if you want wine, we have that. It is 3 copper for a pint of purple grape mash and 1 silver for a pint of red dragon crash.
That sounds way more expensive than last time.
That is exactly what it was the last time you were here. It has not changed.
An electrum.
I'm gonna need. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 pints of each, and can I get like a whole chicken?
1 whole chicken.
I don't have.
Or if you have 2 halves, I'll take 2 halves, or 4 quarters.
Oh man.
We have wolf steak.
Oh really? I'll take 2 of those.
Okay. 2 wolf steaks, 1 purple grape mash, 1 red dragon crush. What about the rest of your traveling party? What do they want?
I'll take a grape mash.
I kind of want
wait,
steak.
wait.
Just
wait,
bring a picture of the best over.
Gurgle Gurgle's gonna hop up onto the bar, say, "I'm gonna buy a round for everybody in here."
Oh.
I resist the urge to smack Gurgle up the head.
When you say that, literally everyone in the bar just kind of turns to look at you. You would expect like a cheer or somebody to be like, or kind of like a joyous response. The only 2 people who give that are the 2 men who are kind of flamboyantly dressed at the table. They kind of raise their glass. That's what they want to hear.
And those guys get 2.
Yes.
Because everyone else sucks. Oh god. I get free beer too. Okay.
So yeah, I buy a drink for everybody in our party. I guess 4 drinks, 2 for each of the guys. And if nobody else comes up to claim their drink, then they don't get anything.
So that's a grand total of 66 copper pieces.
Yeah.
66 copper pieces?
Yes.
Take it off Tashra.
What?
Or if you want to do it
copper,
easy, it's
remember?
7 silver.
You're carrying like 90
And you can
pounds of
assume the
copper
rest of
coins
it, yeah.
on you.
I'm carrying 100 pounds of loot. Does that include the copper coins?
Yeah.
Our loot is mostly weight-wise copper coins. I feel like the loot table, like, we're carrying a total between the 5 of us of 125 pounds.
Right, take it off the loot
copper
table.
coins
I don't have it
are
listed in
90
my money.
pounds.
Take it off the loot table then.
Okay. I'll do that.
You do that, and Danica will yell out, "Boys! Drinks for everyone! Somebody's paying!"
How much
And you
was
see
it?
as 66. 2 boys kind of come out with large plates with this kind of drinks stacked precarious on them and begin to just walk around tables and hand them out, or she points out and yells at them.
All right.
I want a wolf steak too.
Alright, electrum for you.
It's really good.
Ugh. And a purple grape.
It's tough, but it's cooked all the way through, and it's actually got salt on it, so it doesn't taste so bad.
Oh, yeah, I order mine rare.
We can do that, no problem.
Just
Yours
like
is
drag it
significantly
across
less
the
cooked.
flame.
With all the commotion and whatnot, but is it a stealth roll to kind of, I'm not like hiding in like a corner, but just kind of blending in with the crowd and being unassuming?
If you want to try a stealth roll to do that, you could. Unfortunately, you're standing underneath a goblin who is in the middle of screaming and trying to draw a lot of attention
I'm
to
trying
him.
to move
so
away.
you kind of slink away from him and off into a corner.
To
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, like I'm using, but the idea is that I want to slink around and kind of listen to what people are talking about, but after they start talking about the goblin, I want to get a feel for what's going on with Lucky right now. Like, just I can't talk to people because I'm Balin, so I have to eavesdrop like a creep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit down at this table by myself and just kind of mope.
Alright.
So
One of the young boys passes you a drink.
I nod and I start drinking it.
just want to go to the barkeeper for the order. I'm like, so last time I was in town, it seemed like it's kind of depressing. Why is everyone so what's the scoop going nowadays?
Somebody told him I was coming to town.
But maybe.
No, but seriously, answer him.
Oh,
I was going to later on. Just give me a second.
I'm sorry, I'm so excited.
Well, everybody figured out that the Burgermaster is dead, and at first people were worried, but it turns out him dying wasn't the worst thing in the world to happen to us.
Was it better?
Really? What happened?
We don't have to worry about those stupid festivals coming up every single week, and people are allowed to do whatever the hell they want. People aren't being thrown in the stockade or being talking ill of him. So, in general, it is not the worst.
Hey!
So if I were to call him a shitbag, I wouldn't be arrested?
Not anymore, no.
Sweet. Man, there must have been some mighty fine heroes to deal with him.
Nobody knows what's happened to him.
That's too bad. Gurgle like elbows Phil Dennis.
Ow!
No, I mean not like a hard jab, but like a little, like a friendly little nuzzle with his.
Bet your elbows are really hard too, anyway. Well, that's good. At least I'm glad everyone's better. More drinks.
Things will be better under the new Burgermaster.
Who's the new Burgermaster?
Yeah, who's that?
Lady Wachter.
She finally left her house?
She doesn't need to leave her house so much. She has errand boys. Her sons are over there. And she points at the two men that are drinking at the table.
That explains a lot.
Oh, right. The Lochter boys. Right? Sildar and Yevgeny? No, they're not the Lochter, are they?
No, Nikolai
the two boys.
and Nikolai, and I can never remember this other guy's name because it's not Nikolai. Carl! Nikolai and Carl.
Carl.
Yeah, the two kind of more lavishly dressed men who are the only ones to speak up when new drinks are ordered.
What do you think of them? Are they good fellas?
They're not bad fellows. They always pay for their drinks, but they are brash drunkards and they are always looking for trouble.
Oh, fun.
Oh. What kind of trouble?
They'll pick fights with the other common folk if they would, but they won't pick any fight with anyone who can actually handle themselves. I've never seen them try and fight with Sildar or Yevgeny.
Oh, well that's good to know. Any other good tidbits of information about them we should know?
That is about it.
All right. Gurgle will flick her like an extra copper. Thanks, hon. And thanks for the food too. It's so good.
Okay. Alright. So you have been fed and drank, watered, wined, whatever the word before that. The past tense of being served wine.
We have been wined.
And dined? I think the definition of that's wined and dined.
You've been dined, then wined.
Ooh.
That sounds like something you... No, don't say that. That sounds bad.
It does sound bad. So
Ooh.
I drew enough of the map of where we explored when I started making it, so... Yay me!
Circling around, the conversations appear to be fairly light. People aren't talking a whole lot. You do mention... once or twice you do mention of commoners just talking about how Lady Wachter is taking over as the Burgermaster. At least she's not forcing us to do those stupid festivals. Some people mention of being glad that Strahd is no longer around, and are kind of curious who could have killed him.
We're all glad of that one.
There is even some talk of what Bluto, the man you discovered who had slain Arabelle by tossing her into the lake, of what happened to him and the fact that he is currently imprisoned or has been taken away, but people don't actually know what happened to him.
I'm okay with him gone too.
Yeah. Sildar and Yevgeny, they don't say anything. They only drink. And the two Wachter boys are continuing to basically goad each other into something which you can tell just from the way they're talking to each other. They don't actually intend to go anywhere. It's more of just them testing bravado against each other as a game they've clearly played before. Asking Danica about how the vine growth has been, she will tell you it has been good. We haven't gotten any new shipments of wine in recently, but we have gotten word from the Martikovs that at the very least the winery has been starting to fall into proper repair. There shouldn't be another 2 weeks or so before the grapes are really starting to grow back in and the wine can be actually made.
Do I remember if it's the family here, or was it just the stable boy that was a keeper?
It was
Because
Erwin, right?
yeah, it was. I think it was just the stable boy. They said was a keeper.
No, because Erwin was the owner of the tavern.
Oh,
It's
okay. So
Erwin's
it
wife.
was the. So I'll basically I want to get a message back. So I'll ask if there's a way that they can get a message back to the winery for us.
That is something we could certainly do the next time they deliver a shipment. What is it you want to be delivered?
Is there a way to get a message there faster? Perhaps as a bird flies.
If I hear
Make a persuasion check.
if I hear him saying this, I can lean over and say, "You know, I have that spell, right?"
I do, but sorry, just bring up my.
You want to do it his way. We get it.
It is not an advantage, or at least I don't think it is.
I always forget you guys have the worst fucking persuasion. It's gonna be funny when next game you guys are all like paladin, warlock, sorcerer. Everybody's got like a charisma of 5. Alright, we might be able to get there a little faster. That depends on what the urgent message is.
It's something I'd prefer to deliver to you in private, if possible.
She kind of gives you like a long, searching look, like she's trying to get a real good read on you.
We know that they have extra help on hand right now, and we're worried for the safety of them and the family. The details of why are what I'd prefer to keep private.
And then I slip 5 Electrum, because I'm tired of seeing that number on my screen. That's my reason.
Alright, you slide 5 Electrum across the counter in this attempt to bribe her. And she looks down at that. And then she looks up at the convincing argument that Blinkshaw has been trying to make. And she puts her hand on it and slides it back to you. I'm afraid that we can get the message to them when we can, but we cannot expedite it. We don't have the means. If you want to hire a rider to take it, that you could do. I'm sure Zoldar Yevgeny would be happy.
Is anyone in the tavern paying attention to the exchange going on at the bar?
No, everybody's drinking.
Alright, good. I'm just paying attention to see if anyone's watching them.
I'll thank her and see if we can find another way, but we shouldn't involve anyone outside the family.
Again, I have that spell.
Yep. No, I'll go to you now. My hope was that, just out of character, my hope was doing it this way would let them know here to keep an eye out as well, and make sure that they went back and talked to everybody at the winery, because I don't know if they know about Cabio stopping there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she didn't seem to be on the up and up as you would have liked.
Yep, I'm going to try talking to or anybody else I see in the family the next time I see them.
I'm kind of wondering if we can use taverns for where the Keeper of the Feather innkeeper is.
Alright, so, what is next on the old agenda?
I'm kind of running on fumes right now. I may need to go to bed.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright,
I think we should go exchange this currency. I'm tired of holding it.
Yeah, I probably don't need to be there for that.
Is this where you hate me and you ask where are you exchanging the currency? Because there's not a general store you found.
Hey,
No, there is a bazaar with the stockades where there were also lots of shops and carts, because that's why Archimedes got spotted and murdered last time.
Maybe?
The town square of the town. Let's read out the description for the town square of the town. The town square of the town. It does say the shops and homes didn't close the town square. There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Alright.
Thanks,
Night,
guys.
Carly.
I'll talk to y'all next week.
Have a good night.
Surely it can't be something else that
Good
happens
night.
to you guys that will eventually kill you, so you should be fine.
I hope not.
We'll see.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Roll for initiative.
The tavern's a mimic. Roll for initiative.
We're already in
Gurgle
it. At
puts
this
an
point, just roll
arrow
the
in
dex
somebody's
save.
head.
Just
Alright.
roll the dex save for digestion.
If y'all keep making me laugh, I'm not gonna be able to leave.
Alright.
Night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. So I would do that next and start exchanging currency and seeing what of the wares we sell without getting too much attention. So everyone taking a little bit and walking around
So-
doing their own things.
Going around and attempting to exchange currency in and of itself is kind of a difficult endeavor. It doesn't seem like a lot of the shops here do a great deal of business. So what you can do here is that there is going to be an exchange rate on exchanging this currency. And that is basically going to be for every 10 gold pieces you exchange into, it is going to cost you 1.
So we're gonna lose 10%.
10%.
This may involve charisma rolls, but I'm hoping I can just keep it on intelligence rolls.
I'm not asking for any charisma rolls.
Okay.
I'm just saying you can exchange at 10%.
Well, Balin again, because Balin is a smart.
These are not general stores.
I'm trying to
These are not blacksmiths. These are not general stores. These are like, this is a furniture maker. This is somebody who makes drapes, rugs. These are very utilitarian stores.
Yeah. So like the idea I wanted to pitch and just tell me if it would work or not is something like, offering someone. It would kind of work in the same way as the exchange rate, I guess, but being like, okay, we'll sell you this gem for off-market price. If it's 30 gold, then we'll sell it to you for 29 gold. But we paid in the last gold in copper, and that's how we get rid of all the copper and the silver to lessen that exchange rate. But if that doesn't work, then I think we'll probably just take it.
Make an insight check.
All right. I just closed my sheet, so give me 1 second.
With a 7, looking at him, it's just even attempting to explain that to him, you can just tell that he gets less and less excited about this, and as the second draws on.
So yeah, we wanna.
You are the only reason you're even
for that.
able to do this is because the town's in good spirits, and and you're kind of questioning that as it is. Before, this would have taken a persuasion check and a high
I
one
figured.
at that, because the people do not like people.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we'll do a trade, and Gurgle keeps an eye on where they're taking the money from and putting it into.
Okay, so you're basically checking the till of every single shop in town.
I'm just kind of like making a note of like where they're putting it.
Alright.
I'm not like trying to like look into like what they're doing, just trying to, so I have an idea.
All right. Well, it's very varied. Some people just put it into small boxes that are just set aside. Larger payments, some are put into safes that are kind of, that are like they step out of the room and then they will kind of take it with them, presumably to put into maybe a larger safe for somewhere in the back.
Okay, I just keep an eye, I guess, where they walk back to, but all right.
I love the
Making
idea
mental notes.
that you guys are going to trade in your money to then try and steal the money back. I will tell you now,
stealing.
if you attempt to steal when you are doing a money exchange, I will penalize the fuck out of you guys.
Hey, if I can catch
Because
Gurgle
that is
trying to do it, I will
shit
cast a
right
spell on
there.
him to stop him. But I'm already doing the math for the 10% conversion.
Yeah, that is some meta shit to attempt to exchange your money and then steal the money you're exchanging back.
That's annoying.
That's not meta.
That is absolutely meta as shit.
It's
Because
deception,
that's like-
so, yeah.
because
What if
To
that's
put-
like buying an item and then going to steal the money that you spent on the
No, no,
item?
no. This is a service that I extend to you because it is annoying to have that much money. In real game terms, you would have to go to Waterdeep and go to the bank to be able to do something like this.
Which is
Right.
annoying as well.
Never mind. I didn't realize this was like a GM like.
This is a
thing
service
going on.
that
I
I
thought we were-
allow so that you can do this,
Okay,
so it
that's
isn't annoying
different.
to carry around 7,000 copper.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'll
then
see
I'm not
Ian
going to
around
go around and
Thanksgiving.
take it.
I'm going to punch him in the face. Just let me know. And just let me know how many times and stuff.
I'll bite back.
I'm willing to do all of those things.
I will gurgle you in the junk.
There are places in large major cities where you can actually exchange money at a fee. But these are organizations of like money lenders and banks that do this professionally, not the average shop that just lets you walk in off the street.
If we only exchange the silver and copper, which is 85% of the weight we're carrying, it costs us. It's 406. It costs us 13.5 gold to get rid of 130 pounds of weight. Let's just fucking do it.
That sounds fitting.
We're gonna go ahead and do that.
All right. You are paid in Electrum.
Cool. That's even better.
So it's not as efficient as it could be for getting paid gold. But evidently, Electrum is the largest is the largest coinage that they actually put out. It's what is natively minted here.
God dang it.
All of it is native of Strahd. 2 Electrum is 1 gold.
Oh, actually might get heavier, but okay.
It's not.
We're holding on to our gold pieces though, so I just have to reconvert for silver.
Yeah, it is significantly less heavy than copper and silver, but it's not as light as gold.
Remind me to make fun of Strahd for using Electrum instead of gold when we finally get in that final confrontation.
Is there a
final
blacksmith in
confrontation is gonna
town?
be a hell of a confrontation.
What a god you are, Electrum. Gurgle's king of Goblin Town. They on first. Who gives a shit?
Wait, I'm the Goblin King? What? You gotta be careful using that
Let's
term.
hear you saying that.
I don't see a labyrinth anywhere.
Why?
There's going to be a Gobbo chief fight to the death.
That's fine.
So, sucks about Electrum is that it's the only thing that doesn't fit like the 10s, and now I have to write a new formula for all this. So screw everybody.
So Blink's getting out here too.
Yeah,
Honestly, we could just cut
out.
it early, 20 minutes early. That's fine, because we've been going for we started right on time for once, which is surprising. And since people are bailing out, we can just call it this week, and you guys can have a nice little rest in the inn and decide what you're going to be doing next. It's not so late in the day, but you could just take a couple hours. Well, we could say it's also just taking you a couple hours to go out, exchange some of your coin, just kind of get a feel for the town. Nobody seems to be actively hunting you, and no warrants have been put out for your arrest. So you can retire as nightfall comes out and begin to try and take a rest in the inn if that's what you want to do.
Before we go to bed, or actually, while we're walking around town, I want to cast Locate Object.
Okay.
And see if I can tell where the mirror is. But I'm going to not tell anybody about it until we go to bed that night, so we can do it in the morning and not get distracted during the day. Unless it's moving.
All right, casting it from the inn, you get a ping.
Ooh.
You're locating what?
You get a ping. It is 500 feet away from you to the northeast.
All right.
What were you casting that on?
The mirror.
Not the mirror. Is it moving at all?
Oh, the mirror.
It is not moving. It is set.
Okay. As we go out, I'm going to see if I can. I'm going to take a quote unquote walk to get some fresh air and find which building.
All right. As you look around, you see that it comes out in front of. Actually, I will read the description for you because it is a house that I have a description of. It's not an Argynvost All right. So as you walk through the town, you come upon. You come upon what looks like a mansion, but a mansion that is not all that great. You see, this house seems to be disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become.
Nice. I will tell people about that at the beginning of our next session.
Cool.
All right. We'll have to remind Tasha that she gets to send her sending to whoever she's going to send it before she takes that rest. But otherwise, we'll call it this week, guys.
Cool.
All right, guys.
Hey, thanks. I'll repost the loot log before you go to bed. But appreciate you guys. Good game.
Have a good night.
Congratulations on not dying. Not sorry about the horrible things that I did to you, because it's kind of what I take sick joy out of.
We should have killed Esmeralda. We just sucked.
It's tougher to kill a vampire than you might think. or at the very least, it's tougher to kill one that is kind of tough and smart about not dying than you might think.
I guess. Have a good one.
All right.
There
See
you
you
go.
next time.
Night.